So I was watching this documentary called "Don't Fuck with Cats," right? And I was like, finally,
I saw the trailer for that.
Finally, they made a fucking documentary about us. Like, this is wonderful. I was like, the world finally knows about game cats. Don't fuck with game cats. I think we should probably start the show. Let's check out that cat. There it is.
Oh, yes. And we want to say hello to Chicken Brent. Our funny story, actually. I just got done telling the Discord about how there was a wild chicken. Well, it probably wasn't a wild chicken, but there was a chicken in my backyard. And I had like no idea what to do. It was just walking around. It like cooped up in a bush. And I was like, well, let me throw out some bread. So I like grabbed a piece of stale bread that I had that I was going to throw out. And I was like, oh, this is convenient. And I started chucking them like Frisbees off my porch.
Don't lie. You were going to eat that fucking bread. You know it.
No, I was not. But I'll feed it to a wild chicken in my backyard.
There you go.
And yeah, so I ended up like throwing it like a Frisbee, like 30 feet. And it fucking smacked the chicken like out of the tree. And I was like, no way that just happened.
Wait, the chicken was in a tree?
So I feel really bad. I'm sorry for the chicken. And all the Discord was talking about, hey, maybe you should combine it with the soda and stuff. But what's up, Chad White, K27, Robbie B, the English Game Cat, Johnny Right Papa Stray Cat, Meow, Matt Marjanovich, Joystick Guru, Creeper Betty, PSVR, Just Incredible, Kev Garrett, Marcus Orr, Clever Girl, Chaos, what's up, Stay Warm 420, I'm not impressed with your performance, Cloak Creeper Games, Hack the Game Cat, so lit. Jackapee, when does it start? It starts meow.
Oh, it starts right.
Meow.
There we go. This is PSVR GAMESCAST Live, where we film live every 6 p.m. Thursday. I've said those backwards because I drink way too much coffee today. And we just talk about PlayStation VR stuff. Every so often, other stuff, but mostly PSVR stuff. As always, my name is Bryan Paul from this channel right here, Without Parole. And in the middle right here, I can almost touch your shoulder. It's AJ from PSVR. Oop, Underground.
Hooray!
To his far, to my far, in his kind of left. I don't know. I think it's actually AJ's right when you turn around. It's like, I don't know.
It is.
Dave from Dave Station VR.
Hey, what's up?
Dave,
Look at this guy over here.
What's on your sweatshirt today?
It's a Dr. Pepper sweatshirt with a bunch of Japanese writing on it. I got it for $10 at Ross. I thought it was pretty cool. It's a good find.
What's Ross?
And Ross is a clothing store where they have cheap deals. They have all kinds of stuff.
It's a southern thing.
Is it? Every time I say
but
something,
they're like every mile. So yeah.
Oh yeah, they're
probably.
And my mom loves them. So like my whole life, I've been getting shit from Ross.
Or Seek the Game Cat got Box VR from Perp Games. Congratulations!
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about a little bit of Box VR soon.
Oh yeah. That's excellent. All right, so guys, we should probably get this show started, but with a little housekeeping out of the way first. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel right here. If you don't already, Without Parole, subscribe to AJ, PSVR Underground, and subscribe to Dave at Dave Station VR. Man, there's been so many things that's happened this week, so many things, so many news stories, so many games to come out that it's going to take us a little while to get through them all. But make sure, if you like what you see, and you want to prove to us that you love us as much as we love you, I'm going to get that down one of these days. Head on over to patreon.com/withoutparole.
Games.
Hit us up for $1 or more every single month because that's the only thing really keeping this channel running other than a small amount of YouTube ad revenue. So make sure you watch those ads. Or don't. I don't really care. I don't know, guys.
All right.
Should we break
Bryan.
right into the news? I know we're limited on time as far as Dave's concerned. We'll have somebody to take his place when he's gone. But should we just dive right into it?
Oh yes,
yeah.
let's
Let's
dive
go.
right in because we got a lot to talk about. And yeah, we do have a special guest, so stay tuned.
Well, special in the worst possible sense.
I want to see those predictions for who you think the special guest is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so guys, Bigscreen VR, which is this theater app where you can gather theater. I know. I have almost forgot to say it like that.
Almost.
I used to not be able to say it any other way. They have recently partnered with Paramount Pictures, and now they're going to be showing different movies, of course, on the label of Paramount, that you can purchase. They range from about $3.99 to $5.99, stuff like that, depending on what it is. And they're going to start partnering with them and featuring this. So everybody can buy tickets for it, and we can all hang out. The significance of this, of course, is this is coming to PlayStation VR, most likely in Q1 2020.
Dave, can you hit that for me?
I got it. Yeah.
This comes to Whoa. This comes from Robbie B, the English game cat, who gives us a £2 donation saying, still stuck in the damn capsule. If you guys saw the viewer takeover intro this week, he couldn't find the lever. I don't think anybody could right away in Espire 1. So we hope you find your way out soon, Rob.
I'm coming to get you, Robbie. Hold tight.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't actually think he was going to disappear.
He might need some backup.
Anyways, what do you guys think of Bigscreen VR? I know we're going to have a lot of horror movie nights. I know Brian's probably going to host every single horror movie night. Now we're going to be able to soon watch movies together. I love the idea of this app. And yeah, I'm really excited for it. How about you guys?
Does this mean... Dave went to get you, and he's apparently got lost in the capsule. There's a lot of fucking cats in that capsule right now.
Dave went back in time and turned to like an 8-year-old again.
Dave, bring a litter box with you. It's going to get messy in there otherwise. Oh, Robbie says he got me. Excellent.
Nice.
Do you think, AJ...
I got him.
Sweet.
Guys, I got him.
Perfect. I'm glad that worked out. Do you think I can stop leaving my apartment completely now because the only thing I was leaving for was to go to the movies, and effectively, anytime I went on a date, it was like, oh, let's go to the movies. And so now I'm just going to be like, hey, jump into VR. We can hold virtual hands, watch a new scary movie, and I will never be seen in public again.
All right.
You know,
they have a name for that.
Cool I stopped going to the movies a while ago, anyways. So, except for like maybe every now and then. Last time I went to the movies was with you guys at the Game Cat meetup. McCon artist.
Really?
We watched
with Jeremy Joker.
Yes, saw the Joker. Awesome movie. McCon artist wants to know if we can watch shit for free. I don't know. I mean, I think probably there's going to be some stuff.
Oh, there's definitely going to be free stuff. They're going to have their own sort of like ad-supported streaming sort of network stuff from different channels, different sort of probably some free movies and shit. And then I don't know if just to clarify, the whatchamacallit. Sorry, my boss just emailed me, so I got sidetracked.
We know where we stand priority wise. We're very low on the totem pole.
I mean, I wish you guys could be higher on Thursdays, but I don't want to get fired.
I think everybody in the chat is high enough, Dave. We don't need to worry about that.
Okay.
And if they're not, they need to be.
They're really high.
So what I was going to say is it's not a purchase, really. It's like a rental is what they're offering. I think you have like a week to watch it. It's like they're doing every week. There's like a set of 2 3D movies you can rent. I think this one's Terminator Genesis for the upcoming week. But obviously we can't do this on PSVR yet. But just to give you an idea of what sort of movies are on there,
Right now they have Raiders of the Lost Ark. There's like a Transformers movie. They have a Star Trek movie and something else. So
Ghost in the Shell is the other one.
Ghost in the Shell, thank you. So we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously the good movies you're going to have to probably pay for. But I'm still excited. You know, a movie ticket these days, the cheapest I can find for like the shit theater around here is like $8. Okay. So $3.99 something in that range doesn't really bother me too much. But I definitely. You know, Seniet Chudery says virtual dating is the saddest thing I've ever heard. No, I mean,
welcome to my world.
You never know.
It's been happening for decades.
I know a couple relationships that have actually worked out really well because of it, because it's people that share a common interest. However, this isn't really for us to go out and date each other. I mean, that's cool too, but
Brian's single.
I mean, come on. It's like fucking dating apps have replaced meeting people in real life. Right. So I mean, this is the next logical step. I don't have to go on Grindr or Tinder anymore to meet my significant other. I can just go to a virtual movie theater and be like, hey, who wants to hold hands and make out in the back row? This conversation always takes a strange turn. All right, let's keep it moving.
HMDs give me a second. Give me a second. My boss is IMing me now.
Jay Guns, welcome to the PSVR family. Says, yo, I'm so happy I'm getting a PSVR. I do not know what games to get. What should I get? I'm thinking about No Man's Sky and a shooter game. What shooting game should I get? Cats Unleash. Oh, thank you, Brian.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We don't need to put it up to a vote.
That. Yeah, get an aim controller and get Farpoint. Can't go wrong there. Also get Firewall where you're at it. Get that aim. Plenty of use. But really, really excited for this thing.
Dave, can you hit that for me?
Decepticon. Oh,
sorry, it's my boss.
Dave.
Okay.
Fuck you, Dave's boss. This is for David Moore, $4.99 donation, saying, when is Cats the movie review coming?
10 out of 10.
There you go. Anything involving
I've actually
cats.
heard it's terrible, but I don't care.
There's a Cats movie review. What is the movie?
It's like the Cats theater thing. I don't know. We'll have to wait for big screen, guys. We'll watch it. We'll watch it in.
I'm never watching Cats in any fucking forum ever in my life. I'm not getting anywhere near that goddamn movie.
Stupid Donkey says, "I'm only watching this hoping to get a virtual date."
Sweet.
Good luck. We're rooting for you.
I'm really lonely, Stupid Donkey. Anything's possible.
But yeah, so moving on, looking forward to that Q1.
Let's do it.
We had some huge news drop on us earlier this week, and that's going to be The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners was officially announced. Now, we had talked about it before. It's official, guys. Saints and Sinners is coming to PlayStation VR Q1 2020. And man, I got to tell you, this game looked good.
Did you wait to finish that sentence until I drank my coffee? Is that what you did?
I'm trying to let you guys talk some more.
Oh, no, this is the thing is like, obviously we were getting the Survios game already. And the Survios game Onslaught, right? Walking Dead Onslaught looks very similar to a small part of this trailer. It looks
right.
All the melee combat, all the gruesome stuff when you're like stabbing zombies in the head with knives and like just the and there's obviously the gunplay too. But that's just a small part of what this game is doing. So this is the game that we were all excited for. And we were like, oh, we're sure Survios will do the right thing with their game. But man, this is the one we're excited for. And so the fact is, like, it's got crafting, it's got climbing, it's got, exploration. The dude hold up a map at some point. I'm like, what is, like, there's so much more to this than simple arcade combat,
right? Which could be great. Don't get me wrong. If Survios nails an arcade combat that's really fun and addicting and has enough content to keep you coming back, that could also be great. I mean, it's Survios, so I usually give them the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, this game is supposed to be 15 plus hours of single player survival horror gameplay. It says a compelling, brutal, and heart-wrenching narrative. So there are decisions you can make in this game. You can choose. There's like factions and stuff. You're not just going up against walkers. You're going against like different factions and stuff. And you can choose who you want to kill and who you want to be friends with. So probably multiple different outcomes you can have, different friendships. But yeah, and then I love this. Probably my favorite part is there's a normal mode and then there's a permadeath, which I cannot wait. I usually like to play through a game once and then go back and play like permadeath and stuff once I know how it works.
For sure. Dave, you got to hit that thing for us. Uh-oh, Dave, you're muted. You're muted, Dave. You're muted. Unmute. Unmute. You're still muted. I don't know. He looks angry. He looks angry. What do you think he's saying?
No, I can't hear you, Dave.
He's saying, what the fuck? What the
He's
fuck?
probably
What's
saying
happening?
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Finally, Jesus.
Hit it.
Got two of these.
And that's going to be... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Funkaloop gave us 30 Canadian. He said, Merry Christmas, you jolly gents. Working, but I will catch the Gamecast later. Much love. And he actually reached out to ask us what the best way to show his appreciation for the holidays. So I think, AJ, watch out for something on your stream or he's going to find some way to show his appreciation.
Oh, well, thank you, Funkaloop.
Also,
and I love that name. I love that name forever.
We got the VR Grid as well.
Ryan from the VR Grid, our last special guest, gave us $10 Canadian, which is like $30
like
here.
$4. Yeah.
No, I know. No, if you reverse it. I always get that backwards. He says, Happy Xmas, fellas and Game Cats. Thank you so much, Ryan, from the VR Grid. Keep doing God's work over there as always. And yeah, thank you for joining us and filling in for Dave when he had to drop out last week. It was fun having you for sure. We got to have you again sometime. If Bryan will allow it. I choose the special guests around here. And Bryan just goes, like he did right there.
I do sigh a lot. I sigh a lot and then I just give in. 'Cause I'm like, it's easier than doing the work myself, finding a different guest.
Just Incredible says way better than Contagion. Hey, man, back off, man. I like Contagion.
Listen,
all right.
Contagions fine, but it should have been like a $15 game. It's like, that's all.
That is also getting an update too. But this game, man, this game looks polished. Like you said, the combat in Onslaught alone is like a small, like the game of Onslaught looks like just the combat in this game. So I love the just amazing ability to. There's like a whole bunch of different weapons. There's also a bunch of pre-order versions of this. There's $150 pre-order that comes with like a backpack and some other stuff. You gonna get that? Because I'm not.
No, and in fact, I've been so disappointed by so many games that we've pre-ordered that I'm, just in general not pre-ordering anything ever again. Unless it's something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Dave.
I mean, there's too many Espires in the world.
There are.
Actually, there's only one Espire in the world. Get it? That's almost like a pun. But we could say that pre-ordering, I think, in general, is not worth it.
No. Dave, your mic is real quiet again. Can you boost that up for us?
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. I wish I could help, but I'm not there. I'm over here.
This is bad news.
But man, I am so excited for this game. Like I said,
Give me 1 sec, I'll be right back.
I think it's awesome how soon it's coming too. We don't even have to wait that long. We'll know by Q1. We'll be getting it Q1. So
and this is one of those things that Rick really makes next year look so much more exciting.
Yes.
We have Sniper Elite VR coming. That's going to be a AAA game. We also have Iron Man coming. That's going to be a AAA game. And then we have this, which I mean, the question is since it's coming from Skydance, the people who made Archangel, we're like, how much of a full-fledged game is this? We're talking about a number of hours. You said 15 hours, I think. Is that what you said?
yeah, they said 15 plus hours.
So I mean, like that obviously, like really. I mean, I think Archangel was 3 hours, I think. And so,
Right.
I mean, that is like exponentially more. That is a whole lot more going on. And so if they can really flesh out this game and make it a full 15-hour experience with everything that they've included in the trailer, then by all means, this is suddenly a AAA game that like we're all super crazy excited for, that makes the early 2020 look way better than it did before.
I don't know if this is entirely true, but I thought I read somewhere too that Amy Hennig from Uncharted, she did like a lot of the director stuff and like writing for Uncharted. Actually, is over at Skydance now.
Really? That would be huge.
So if that is true, then yeah, and she had some involvement with this game, then yeah, I think there's going to be some pretty talented people, to say the least, working on this. But all right. But Saints and Sinners, guys, we will know a lot more very soon. I cannot wait.
What's your real quick? What's your guys' hot take? What's going to be the better of the two Walking Dead games? Servios.
Probably Saints.
You think Saints is going to be better? Okay.
Yeah.
And
I love Servios, and I'm very excited for their game, and I think it'll have great combat. But this just looks like totally everything.
Yeah, I mean, like having played Archangel, I know they can pull out all the stops as far as like polish and production value and like good voice acting and all that sort of stuff. So
my concern is that Servios has always been a really good VR company, but I feel like Battlewake showed us that they might be slipping a little bit, that maybe they don't have the chops to, or they're spreading themselves too thin with too many different projects. In that, because Battlewake I feel like was really fun and everyone played it for a couple of days nonstop, and then it was like just fell off the radar. Like no one
there was
played it
like
anymore.
Nothing else to do. The PvP had one map,
right?
And it's like, okay, you could do better.
For $30,
I think mechanically they're great. Except for the thing in Creed where you go like this.
Right.
But otherwise, I think they always make really solid feeling games. But I could see Saints and Sinners definitely being the better of the two.
Yeah, Battlewake just got thin. I really hope that's why that's why Onslaught was delayed, because they were like, oh, we didn't really, I don't want to say get away with this one, but the people kind of pointed out way more faults about Battlewake than they had with any other Servios game. And so if they had to back up a little bit and say, let's give this next one a little more time to make sure it's everything it can be, then Onslaught definitely has a chance of being a great game.
Just Incredible. What's up, Dooley Andrew? Just Incredible says Amy Hennig joined Skydance in November, so her fingerprints aren't on this title, unfortunately. So, maybe she hasn't touched this one, but it still doesn't matter. I mean, it still looks like it's got everything it needs, and it looks like it's good to go on its own. Hit me, Dave.
Get out of my home!
That would be from Chef Vargas Jr. with a $5 donation. Says, what's up? What is up, dude? Says, I'm going to throw a Christmas VR party. What games do you guys recommend? Holy
Beat Saber.
Well, Beat Saber, obviously, for sure.
Beat Saber's a good one.
Throw your grandma in Ocean Descent.
Yes.
Ocean Descent is like one of the best first experiences. Magic the Game Cat says Rush of Blood. I don't know how Christmassy that is, but it's still a great game.
Yeah, it's a good first time. If you got some younger whippersnappers there.
Yeah. I mean, not for adults probably, or older people. I mean, like adults like us are fine, but if you got like a grandma or a mom or something, she probably won't like Rush of Blood very much.
If you want just a silly party game, I'm thinking maybe even Picture Party VR.
What is?
God damn it!
Are you
Agent,
getting
get
paid?
out of here with that?
You were obviously getting paid under the table for this shit.
I am on their payroll now.
This is the third
it's a
Gamescast in a
stupid
row
game.
you brought this up on.
It's a stupid game.
No one should ever be talking about Picture Party VR ever, and you've talked about it 3 weeks in a row. What is happening?
Everybody go out and buy it.
Holy shit!
But no.
Yeah, I mean, while we're at it, you might as well go buy Vertigo Home.
I just heard
Yes,
a take.
go buy Vertigo Home. What's up, Trucker VR? Miss you guys. Hit me
I heard
up.
a hot take, and I've never heard this hot take before. Genetic Blasphemy says Ocean Descent was garbage.
Not garbage, but I certainly didn't feel. I wasn't excited like everyone else was. Like I that was one of my first things I did in VR. Here I am in this cage. I'm looking around, and I'm like, man, I thought the menu screen for like the demo disc was better than this. I didn't love the immersion in Ocean's Descent. But I was waiting for that shark attack because I saw people freaking out on the advertisements. And the shark came in, I was like, okay.
Well, every old person I've ever seen in it did not have the same reaction as you did.
You're trying to say I'm
I
not
put
old
my
enough?
friends.
No
I
problem.
put my friend's grandma in there. I've put I think multiple grandmas in there. I don't know.
What is with you
There's
and
all these-
grandmas? What's happening?
I get all these
Nick,
grandmas.
You have a plethora of grandmothers.
Yeah,
Nick Mulo,
actually,
so-
all my grandparents are dead, but they have been since I was born. But there are other people's grandparents that I have.
Okay.
Great Tantrum says Vertigo Home is fun. You tell him, JP. Nick Mulo says, I'd like Picture Party VR if it had metal. Me too, man. I'd like it a lot more for sure.
Yeah.
Batman is still a good first experience, says Stupid Donkey. Yeah, this is
not
all
for a party though. I mean, if we're talking like Christmas party, like, hey, let's jump in and show people what VR is all about real quick. You know, I would say that.
real quick. Marco Farrell says, is touring carts worth my money? Please answer. Hell yes, it is. You should have bought that shit yesterday. I love that game.
Is it still on sale? It should.
It's still on sale. It
It's
should
like
be for 2
$16,
weeks. I believe.
$17, man. It's like, yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
That game
I
just keeps on
paid
giving.
$25 for that game.
We've got an interesting question in the chat here. Did you say who won the games
No.
for the this week?
Not
video?
yet. We will be doing a giveaway. So stick around.
Yeah,
Come hang out with us for a little bit.
Before 7 o'clock, we will announce all 6 winners.
All right. So moving on. We're gonna keep an eye on Saints and Sinners. Can't wait to play that. Blind Spot from Deer VR actually has an update planned. Brian, you might be excited, more excited than I am.
I'm wicked excited.
They have a graphical update as well as chapter 3 with 4 different endings. You're wicked excited. Tell me all about it.
Well, so they're doing a graphical update, and then they're also
That's a big deal, actually.
And they're also releasing chapter 3, and chapter 3 is going to have 4 different endings. AJ, if you can believe it.
4, not 1.
Yeah, that's all the information that's out there. You just listen. Like, what do you want me to say? No, but no, I will say that
My biggest gripe with that game was the graphics. Like, I'm like, this is an amazing
You're
looking
insane.
engine, and it's
insane.
just smeared in Vaseline, and I can't even
as he
enjoy
goes and spends another 100 hours in No Man's Sky.
it. Yeah, because No Man's Sky isn't walking around a thing, and like, there's so much to do in No Man's Sky. Of course, I'm gonna say that. It's an awesome game. No Man's Sky is. Blind Spot's okay.
Blind Spot, I love Blind Spot, but I think one of my biggest issues with Blind Spot was that it was, I think it was $30.
Yes, it was way too expensive.
Right, and it's like, so they were charging as if all 3 chapters were already available, because it took me, I want to say like 2 hours per chapter or something like that. I think it probably took everyone else a little bit less.
Yeah.
And so for me, I was like, I don't mind spending $30 because each of the rooms looked so wildly different, and I thought the art design was really, really well done. Some really nice lighting. If it's going to be a little bit sharper, then great, but like a little blurriness for the what we were given, I was like, oh, that's fine. I don't mind a little blur when the game looks like this. I was really, really happy with Blind Spot. My only problem was it was too short and too expensive. And the fact is this is going to definitely change that. I don't care about different endings. In fact, like, Silent Hill, especially like the first couple, were notorious for being like, oh, there's one with aliens, and there's ones with this, and there's ones with. I don't give a fuck, man. I want the ending that you want us to see. Don't waste my time making me go back and replay shit. Like,
Yeah.
just give me
I
the
thought
ending.
I thought it was a pretty decent puzzle game. Like I said, that mansion looks stunning.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like the biggest fan of it though. But it wasn't bad though. It was all right. But anyways, so Dave, did you ever play Blind Spot yet?
I don't believe that I did actually. It's
All right.
kind of escape the room sort of puzzle sort of game, right?
Yeah.
I think it was just a little expensive. $30, like you said. Like I've
Yeah.
had enough escape the room games at this point.
I
Unless
love
it's magical.
You make like 3 times more than me and Brian, and you buy like half the games. No, but I know what you mean. You'd rather not waste your time. I totally get it. It's all right. Get it on sale. It's a 2 for me.
It's a 2 for me too. Like what it does really well, but there's again just not enough of it. I can't wait because the second this thing drops, I'm gonna tell Jeremy like fucking go play this game start to finish, and we're gonna do a Why We Love episode on it because this is the game I've been waiting for the update on. I really can't wait to see what Chapter 3 adds. If it's like if it adds 50% more content to the game, as you would expect, since there's only Chapter 1 and 2 right now. I mean, I'm going to be super excited because I really like the puzzles in this game.
Corix, I'm not sure if we're going to get the No Man's Sky patch with the PS5. Hopefully we get it before then. The Skyrim patch took about a year, so I'm giving it a year before I say PS5. That's next
summer. Is that
summer.
how long the Skyrim patch took? That's crazy.
Yeah, it took
like
a
long time. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it looks damn good. I played some more of that actually. Old Gamer, any news about Sacralith VR? Not yet. We are waiting. I'm sure we'll get an announcement, within the next month or two, hopefully, because they kind of fell off the map. What's up, Bobby Joe? All right. So moving on, we have a brand new game that has been announced for PlayStation VR, and I'm actually pretty excited about that. And it is called Swords of Gargantua. Now, this is supposed to be.
I've heard of this one before.
Yeah. So it's a combat-focused game. The combat looks similar to Golem. It's got that same kind of battle system, and it's basically an arena combat game. However, they have been since adding stuff to the PC version, and they have an adventure mode called Tesseract and Abyss. And man, some of the backgrounds look like, they're not like these crazy vibrant backgrounds, but what's there does look pretty nice for what it is. But man, I'm just really excited about this game. I love the way the combat looks. I love the combat in Golem. Like that really was a big step forward for VR. WW2 guy Gorn. Gorn's going to be coming out, but it got delayed, so we're still waiting.
Early 2020.
Early 2020 for Gorn. So this is only said. Just Incredible VR says Swords of Gargantua is such a flippin' workout, and it has multiplayer with crossplay. So I did. I
hope we get the crossplay.
Are
we confirmed to have that? Because it's on Quest and PC, so that's a lot of people to play with.
It has crossplay on the PC side, so I'd imagine it crossplay. So very excited for that. But yeah, it's a fast-paced arena combat action game. It's also got like leveling up. And there's like weapon crafting. There's a whole bunch of stuff to this game, more than it looks like on the surface. So I'm still really, really excited for this one and can't wait to check it out.
Actually, I skipped it on Quest. And like Justin says in the chat now, it's literally just an arena fighter. So it's, as far as campaigns and stuff go, I don't know if you should expect a lot. But it is apparently really well done and it's fun to play. So yeah, keep an eye on that one for sure.
Did we get a release date? I missed some of the news.
No, they just said it's coming to 2020. They announced it on the Twitters. They do have a Discord you can join, though. I'm in there. Keeping an eye on that to see any updates. And they've been posting on Twitter pretty actively. So just make sure you follow them on there at Gargantua VR. But yeah, weapon unlocks, all sorts of good progression.
Speaking of Discord, AJ, I think we got to remind everyone to join our Discord. The link is in the description. I will say the cats are really, really good about posting news the second it happens in the PSVR news channel. So like if you need a Discord server to hang out in, we're always there hanging out and talking. Plus, there's you got
everything, the deals going on, all sorts of stuff.
Usually the news drops there before I even get a video out about it. Usually hours and hours before. So
X Pacer X says they also have a cat logo. I'm trying to see. I don't know. But yeah, this one I'm definitely looking forward to and can't wait to see the update on it. I love the combat in Golem, like I said, so looking forward to that. It works so well in VR. All right. Next up, we have another new game that we are breaking the news on called Taurus VR. And I got an email about this game that it's hitting early access very soon. They are going to be published by Perp Games, and I believe it's going to be coming to PSVR like probably next summer or something. So it's a little early. Some of the footage you might see might be a little pre-alpha kind of stuff because it's hitting early access like very soon. But it's basically a Galaga-inspired like kind of VR game. So it's got you flying around in a ship with like 2 guns in your hands. And yeah.
I like the look of the different worlds. I mean, it says there's only 4 alien worlds, which could get old kind of quick, but that says just for the early access launch. So when we get it on PSVR, it might already have twice that much stuff. There's no way to know with early access. It's hitting PC January 17th of next year.
Okay.
This looks a bit like Eve Gunjack with some better looking environments.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, that my biggest problem with Eve Gunjack was that between levels there was like nothing to do. All you could do is decide to go to the next level or go back to the level you just played and try for a better score. If this is more like Bandit 6 or Bogey 6, what the fuck was that game name? Where there's actually like upgrades and things you can improve, your weapon power and shields, that kind of stuff, to make each stage easier, then I'll be all about that, because I'm all about that grind to improve your ship.
Yeah, when the gameplay is fun, absolutely. I don't think these guys have. It doesn't seem like they have like a whole lot of history, so this might be their first VR game. But you know, from what I've seen, they've had like some early access looking trailers and stuff, so I'm sure we'll get some impressions pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, actually, on the PC side, there's a demo out as of yesterday. So somebody might make a video. I assume somebody out there, one of you PC VR guys, let us know how it is.
I got to say, the first time I saw this trailer, I thought it was head tracking, but as I'm watching it again, you can see that the hands do operate separately. So you're flying forward, and you basically got 2 guns. So it is, so it's not quite Eve Gunjack, because 2 independent hands. So that seems like it might be a little more fun. We'll see.
Yeah. Old Gamer asks, are you guys going to do a top PSVR games of 2019? I'd love to see that. I actually do that every year, starting with last year. I had a top 20 of 2018. And I do plan on very soon having a top 20 of 2019. We also have our top 20 that we had this 4.5 hour debate that you can go check out, where we duked it out. Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of fun hanging with these guys and the chat. And
our top 20 lists, though, are from the get-go. It's all PlayStation VR games. That is, it's all inclusive. It's not just 2019. What we do for each year is we do an award show. If you guys missed the award show, definitely check that out. It's on the channel. We did the 2019 award show for PSVR games, and we had some amazing guest hosts for that. Presenters.
Yes.
We had fucking Greg Miller. We had Nathy. We had Ian from Eurogamer. Man, we had
Jughead. Yeah. That guy is Will.
Yeah. Yep.
Everybody.
That guy is Will. I've been trying to get on this show. That guy is Will is the hardest person to get to do anything. I've been asking him month after month to do the show with us, and he refuses every single time. He's too good for us. He's way too big.
Too good for us. Yep. Way too big. Mm-hmm. Don't forget about us, Will. Just Incredible's downloading the Taurus demo VR right now.
Get back to us by the end of the show.
Yes,
and let us know.
Yes, let us know at the end of the show.
Right. Up to the minute reactions.
So another game that we know is coming to PSVR called OhShape. We first talked about this before.
Oh,
a tiny little bite-sized trailer. It's essentially.
Is it called OhShape? Because the trailer I downloaded was called OhShape. OhShape.
It's OhShape.
It's OhShape.
Wow, well, and they mislabeled
they
their
screwed
trailer.
Up their own trailer.
That's amazing.
Oh man, well we'll see. But essentially, this is a game like game shows like Ninja Warrior or something. Maybe not Ninja Warrior. What was the other one called? Where they used to like try to do obstacle courses and stuff. But
there's actually one I think that is this same concept, like a game show where you have to make your body like a Tetris piece and like pass through. So that's the whole thing. Like you have an opening. And you got to, point your body like this or go like this. Then it gets faster and stuff. It looks fairly entertaining, I think.
There was also in a PlayStation 3 Move game, a mini game that is exactly this, and it was so hard to control. that it just didn't work very well. So I'm a little bit.
I think in
curious.
VR adds a new dynamic to it, though. I think VR, and then the move
it'll actually work
are
right.
the move controllers
Maybe.
are 1-to-1 tracking. Yeah, stuff didn't translate to flat very well, but in
No,
VR,
it's
I mean,
called
come on,
OhShape.
the ability to do stuff. I really like.
It's literally called OhShape. They just showed the title of, and it's in capital letters, OhShape.
It's
definitely called
That's
OhShape.
a typo. That's a typo.
And dude, it's
called-
in the trailer itself.
Oh.
I mean,
they changed
maybe
the
they
name.
changed the
late.
name.
VR Grid, yeah, VR Grid says it was OhShape. They changed the name late. What the hell, guys?
Throwing us
I
all for a
liked-
loop.
I mean, I don't know. OnShape, OhShape. Which one do you guys like better? Let us know in the chat down below.
OnShape is way better.
OhShape makes me think of
Like
O-Face,
OhShape,
and I don't.
O-Face,
That's an
yeah.
interesting reference. Yeah,
OhShape, yeah, O-Face.
right. I
Give me
don't,
my O-shape.
Oh.
yeah, that was the one. Okay.
Robbie B says, "Help you guys. It'll help you get a job directing planes at the airport."
That's what I've
Magic
always
says,
wanted.
"Yeah, it was called Reike Senasa." Y'all watch Finnish game show, right? Yes, I watch that one every day. How'd you know? But
Apparently, the Japanese show was called Hole in the Wall.
hole in the wall, very simple. Yeah,
Learned that.
It's about as straightforward
As
as it gets.
yeah. But one thing I love about Beat Saber is, one thing that makes the Beat Saber gameplay, not saying this is anything like it, but is the way it makes you dance and groove and move your body. So just to take that concept alone and make a game out of that, I think is going to actually work pretty well in VR. I think it's going to be pretty fun, to be honest with you. But or just Dance VR, maybe. Could be. What's up, Franny? But yeah, looking forward to this. They don't have a release window, but I think it did just come out, like Dave said, like yesterday or something on PC side. So we can be expecting it pretty soon.
Nice. What would you guys pay for this?
$15,
Yeah.
20 tops.
Depends.
I like
really
that.
depends on the music and the environments and how many different courses there are. I think.
Yeah, I mean, and we're talking a lot about, Beat Saber makes you dance, whatever. I don't think this is at all a rhythm game from what I've seen. Like, it doesn't seem like there's any sort of it's on the beat. It feels like dancing sort of thing. It seems like it's more like an obstacle course, like you said. So don't come into it expecting super rhythmic gameplay. We lost AJ for a sec.
Did we?
Oh, did you?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
I couldn't hear. You moved your mouth, but I couldn't hear what you said.
Oh, sorry. I was maybe just laughing. But VR Grid says I played it. It's fun. Nice. But Magic the Gamecast says AJ LO spot on. Of course, Magic. Teden eta olen matava. Okay, I know Finnish. Duh. Everybody knows that. So moving on, guys.
All right,
It is
one
time.
more news story, and then we'll give away some games.
Oh, okay.
What do you got?
So, good timing. BitPlanet Games has released a couple screenshots. Anyone who's not familiar with BitPlanet Games, they made the flight simulator, some kind of game called Ultra Wings. And Ultra Wings was actually a lot of fun. It was very basic looking. But graphics aside, actually the graphics weren't bad. Like, it had good resolution and everything, but it was like all these blank flat textures. But they have released screenshots of some airplanes and they have basically said it's Christmas time. We want to share something special with you guys. And that I just blew Magic's mind. But I Googled it. Don't. No. But anyways, yeah. Ultra Wings is an amazing flight simulator game. You can spend hours and hours. I think I had about 10 hours in it. And so they've been showing this. And the one thing I noticed is that the graphics look a lot better than the first Ultra Wings.
This picture's too big. I can't get it to shrink down. No BS. All they can see is a piece of it. Let's go back to the other one. Go ahead. Sorry.
Let's see. No, that's basically all I got. Yeah, that is a huge picture though. But yeah, the graphics, I mean, if you take Ultra Wings and you put some new textures on it, man, that's a pretty stunning game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, Ultra Wings was pretty good. I need to get that. This picture is way too big. But yeah, no, we got to. There we go. We lost Dave again. How can we keep losing Dave? Ultra Wings was great, man. Like, and I still hear from people getting motion sick. Jeremy King doesn't really get motion sick in too many games, but Ultra Wings really did it to him. And you got to wonder what's doing that. And I always think if something looks a little bit more realistic, then maybe it can trick your mind a little bit more. But I don't know. Some games work.
Like if it would make the motion sickness worse. I mean.
Yeah, I don't really know. So, but I would love to see what a new Ultra Wings would look like, whether it be super realistic or just like improved, whatever. Because that was a great game and it was a full featured game, but it definitely had that cell shaded, very flat shaded polygonal look to it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind if it was the same kind of style as it was before, because like you said, it doesn't look like the best thing in the world, but the feeling is there.
Yes,
and as long as the performance is up to speed, then I like it. I mean, it gives you that Pilot Wings vibe. It's like a kind of a classic feel. So.
Yes, so much better though. I mean, with the translation to VR, I mean, there's an amazing feeling that this game did. How you have the two move controllers, and you're sitting there and you're flipping you're feeding the gas in, the fuel. You get the fuel ready. You press the ignition. You grab the thing with the move controller, and it all worked like for the most part really well. There's even like a shooting section in that. So I love the combination of stuff. If they could literally take the same formula from Ultra Wings and just improve everything, make it more fleshed out, make it look better, and this could be a pretty amazing game. Not to mention it uses the HOTAS flight stick.
Oh yes,
it's really good with the HOTAS. But even if you don't have a HOTAS, the move controllers feel great. Everything. Ryby says Rocket Glider kind of gives you motion sickness. I didn't get any motion sickness from this. I remember the first time playing it, I was like, whoa, this is intense, but I never got
this was the first game where sickness. I think I even said in my review, you turn the key, you start the motor, whatever, you do the thing, and it starts to bite, it starts to rumble, and then like you start moving down the track or the whatever it's called. Runway. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
And as I pulled back on the throttle, like I thought my couch was actually lifting off, and it tricked my brain so much. Like, this is the first time, other than falling over the first time I took a turn in Drive Club, this was the first time that nice. VR had really convinced me I was flying. I was like, wow. Mm-hmm. So big fan of Ultra Wings, and so whatever they do next, we're going to be paying very close attention to.
You did Ash Cool Game Cat.
Just throwing it out there, he's teased helicopters and other types of stuff in the past. So,
dude, helicopters are
new options, I think.
So the question is
in video games,
other than more realistic environments in vehicles, whatever you want to call them, aircrafts, what do you guys want from another Ultra Wings?
I'm going to second what A-Rod says here and say multiplayer.
Multiplayer would be super fun. Yeah. Like you could do races, you could do all sorts of multiplayer. PvP dogfights would be super fun. For me, I think I want the game to have not necessarily more content, but have it be more user-friendly in terms of how you get the new stuff. Because, in Ultra Wings, as much as I love it,
it's a little hidden.
To get to a new area or get a new plane or something, you literally have to just, point your plane somewhere, drive all the fucking way over there. Not drive, fly. And it takes, 6 minutes to get to, the next island. And then you land, and they're like, oh, you could buy this new area, but you don't have enough money. You better fly back to wherever you came from. And there's no real simple way to kind of unlock stuff or know what you need to unlock, even though there's a ton of content. So just, making it easier for people to get to the content or know how they can achieve it, or, just quick travel between islands and stuff like that would be super helpful.
I'm usually against the helping gamers out thing, but I actually agree with you on this one. This is a flight simulator. It needs directions. It needs to tell you how to accomplish certain things. Because if you don't know, you have to go and earn a bunch of money, and then you have to be a certain level, and then you have to buy a new area, and then some of those areas have new airplanes with them. So if you don't know, you could be stuck with the same airplane you begin with, and that thing, the one you start with, is kind of weak. Then you get the rocket glider. Then you get these other ones that are way better. So you don't get that sense of exploration to discover new stuff. You just feel like it's tedious when you have to go discover it. Because with the low poly and everything, the way it's designed, it looks great if you're flying through a canyon or near the ground or at the coastline or something. But if you're just above the water,
for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
There's nothing to look at, like pretty much.
No.
So it gets a little boring.
They did do it. Yeah, it's a little slow and sloggy, but great game overall. Great flight simulator. Definitely one of the better. It might be the only flight simulator in PSVR. But
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call Ace Combat a sim exactly. It's more like arcadey.
no, that's what I want though. But if they could throw something like that into Ultra Wings, like the Ace Combat feeling, oh my god.
All right, you guys, it is time to start giving away some games. We got 6 keys to give away right now. Dave, make sure you copy and paste stuff so I don't have to tell you every time.
I shall.
You're really good at
luck
this. I don't know
to
why I feel like I have to tell you. All right, so let's give away the End Dreams collection first. And that means we got 2 European and 2 North American keys for the End Dreams collection, which consists of Shooty Fruity, Bloody Zombies, Perfect, and The Assembly.
That's 4 games, and 2 of them are okay.
Wait. What 2? What's other than Perfect? What's not
VR
okay?
Grid says Pirate Flight.
Wait, you said The Assembly?
The Assembly is awesome.
No, it's not.
Dude, The Assembly, like... No,
Okay.
the Assembly...
Pirate Flight VR Grid is kind of like a...
Wait, what's wrong with The Assembly?
It's like a Diddy Kong racing, a little bit inspired, like mini game.
Pirate Flight is closest to Diddy Kong of all things, yeah. But anyways,
nowhere near as good.
What's
let's
wrong
tell
with
this
The
guy who won.
Assembly?
I only have 15 minutes. I don't want to get into it. I don't think anyone else besides you thinks it's a good game.
What? That's
so-
insane. Okay, sorry.
It's true. I think it's true.
Gumball's Game Room says, I love The Assembly.
Thank you.
Okay, I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Keep the
Okay.
Assembly love coming. I need to know. in
Ken's
the
got
chat.
some pretty good...
There's going to be 4
Pretty good
people who
opinions.
might learn to love the Assembly now.
Sunshine, happy fun times, says as The Assembly was awesome.
Okay.
Sunshine's my dude.
All right.
Don't
guys,
use the
that's all
move
you-
controllers. You got to use the DualShock 4 because otherwise you're stuck with teleportation.
Or Seek, I am Or Seek, says I quit The Assembly. I don't remember why. So maybe it's one of those divisive games. We have lots of those
Could
on
be, yeah.
VR.
It's slow paced,
What?
but the story is great.
Give away these games,
Let's
guys.
do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do
okay,
it.
the first one is to user Scott Gestico, who says PSN hairy fella. That's a nice one. I like that, hairy fella. He's in the EU and he wants End Dreams.
All
So I
right.
threw that into the chat for you.
Thank you so
Let's
much.
My
pick a
boy-
number 2.
Oh, sorry, good.
So now we've got a North American End Dreams collection. This is from Alexis. I think you say it Alexis, probably.
Probably.
I was reading it.
Uh-oh.
Weirdly emphasized. Alexis Nieto. His PSN is Vehement Relish. Vehement Relish. That's another good one. Region North America. And he wants End Dreams. Or she wants End Dreams. I'm not sure.
Okay, that's
So
2.
congratulations, Alexis.
All right, one more
you
EU,
wanna
one
do
more
all-
NA. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, well, this one that came up is Angry Birds. Do you want to throw an Angry Birds in there now?
Let's throw an Angry Birds out there. This is for
Okay.
the
Get angry.
Resolution Games. Resolution Games just added a level builder to Angry Birds, and so now this game is way better than it used to be. Plus, they added all those Halloween levels recently. So for the $15 this game usually costs, it is like triple the game it once was. But let's give away the 2 keys for that. They're both North American. Dave, what do you got?
I need to backtrack here.
Okay.
What was the PSN name that I just told you? Revenant
I don't know.
Relish? Something Relish. Somebody in the chat, if you saw it or if you can rewind, because I clicked the next winner before I copied that one. So it's been, I think it's Alexis Nieto was the person's name. So I'll just
Yeah, it
send
was like
that.
Alexa something. Most of the feedback in the chat, thank you guys so much, has been Assembly, especially story scenes.
You keep cutting out. What was it? One more time.
They like the Assembly. They,
they
get
like
it.
it.
They get
They
it.
like the Assembly.
I just wanted him to reiterate in case anyone didn't hear. David.
They like it. They like it. Okay.
What's up,
So
Super Tough?
next one is Angry Birds. And as you said, I think this is North America, right? It's going to be Eric Battaglia. His PSN is Borg 3 of 77.
Nice.
I like it. And he wants the Angry Birds. So
Congratulations for winning.
Dead Ashpool Game Cat Meow says want more blood and truth. So I didn't really want to make this a news story, kind of like duh. But Road to VR actually published an article that they had searched up and saw a job listings thing available for Sony London Studio.
Yeah.
And they basically said that they are searching for developers right now, building a team for their next VR exclusive project. So
Yeah, looking forward to
Sony
whatever
London
they do
Studios
next.
obviously is working on their next big project, and it's rumored to be a PSVR 2
Horizon.
or PS5 title. I remember Horizon Guerrilla Games or something saying that they were working with Sony London Studio about it. So it is combat focused. It is combat focused, whatever, which is not a rumor that it's combat focused. But yes, it is a rumor that it's Horizon. So it's either going to be another Blood and Truth action game, maybe, or Horizon Zero Dawn VR.
All right. So we've got another winner for the North America region.
Is this Endreams?
For it's Endreams, yes, indeed. It's a man named Jason Stevens. Congrats, Jason. He says his PSN is Silver Orb. His region is North America. He wants Endreams, and he also said thank you. So thank you, Jason, for watching, for commenting. You are the guy. All right.
Mike_E. We did play Sacralith, and
Jesus
we are going to
Christ, you're slowing this down as much as you possibly can.
pretty soon.
Okay,
We're going to talk about once we get our special guest on.
Ooh,
I'm
guys,
giving
this is a special one. This is a special one, I'll tell you.
This is a very special guest.
Very special. Okay, so the last EU Endreams code
Yeah.
goes to Milo Skeng. And the PSN is the Milo Man. Congratulations, Milo Skeng.
Those are all 4 of the Endreams winners. So we have one more Angry Birds key to give away.
That is correct. So let's see what we got.
Ooh, is it going to be?
Ooh. Nah, this guy wanted Endreams. Sorry. This guy wants Endreams too.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to click for a while to find a guy who wants...
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll pop up any second.
Blood and Truth.
Any second. Any second.
I think I might have found the only guy who asked for Angry Birds. This person doesn't specify which game they want, but I don't want to give it to somebody who didn't want the game that they're going to get.
Yeah, I told people they could enter twice, but I mean, like, you got to actually tell us what you want. Yeah.
Found
Kyle
it.
PSVR
There we
says,
go.
I don't believe it's Horizon. All they said was on the horizon, but it was a capital H.
Yeah.
Kyle, it was capital H.
It's pretty obvious. What is it, Dave?
It's basically confirmed.
It is a person. Oh, why can't I paste this? Hold on. Trying to paste it.
The very last winner. Everyone is on the edge of their seat.
It's GOAT Gamers, GOAT Gamers.
Goat
There's a
Gamers.
period between every letter in the first word. Their PSN name is Trailerhood 420. It's like a neighborhood, but it's a trailer hood where all the trailers next to each other and you
I
smoke weed because
see.
it's 420.
Right.
They've got Rhodey's got you, Dave, for the person you missed. Vehement Relish. He's got
Vehement
you.
Relish. I knew it was something like that. Yeah, okay, good one. I'll put that in the chat again.
Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it.
Well, hell yeah,
those are all
congratulations.
winners, right, man? It is so exhausting doing giveaways, but I will tell you, doing digital giveaways is infinitely easier than doing physical giveaways because, man, I spent like hours at the post office. Like
My God.
the last giveaway I had, right? I went down to the post office. I had 4 packages, mailing none of them to North America. None of them. They were all to 4 different countries, and I was like, "Oh Jesus!" And so I had to fill out 4 different customs pages. Like, I mean, it was fucking expensive as all hell. I don't know if I can do physical giveaways anymore. It was so time consuming and so expensive. And one of them.
If you're like me and you're lazy, like I did a physical giveaway for Drive Club VR because I had a copy and I was like, yeah, I'll just give it to somebody. And it took me honestly like 5 months to send it. I kept forgetting, and he'd be like, "Oh, hey, did it get lost in the mail?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just an asshole, and I'm super lazy, and I forgot." I just, like, don't remember anything.
Very cool. So, Dave, we can squeeze in one more.
Well, real quick, let me read off this comment from Go Gamers Who Won, because I kind of like this comment, and I read all the other ones.
Nice.
He says, Angry Birds would love to win it for my youngest. That's the only game for VR he seems to want. He's a kid, so I guess that makes sense.
Nice.
And he said, but if I don't win, then I'm fully sure I can afford it for him after Christmas. Well, lucky for your kid, he's getting it before Christmas.
I'm kind of
It's a
excited.
Christmas miracle, everybody.
Indeed.
Nice. That is
How
great.
sweet.
All right, let's get one more news story out of the way before Dave has to go.
All right, so PlayStation,
That is what we're
gods
talking about
themselves, have released or are releasing a new accessory for the DualShock 4,
Ooh,
and it's going to feature back buttons.
Yes.
Back buttons for the DualShock 4 controller. It hooks up. It's got 2 buttons on the back that you can actually program through an LED screen. And this, of course, seems like a move to combat the scruff gaming accessory, which is popular with games like Fortnite and a couple other things. Dave, take it away. Let me hear you.
I know about this one. Yeah, because I was actually considering or thinking about one of those Scuff Vantage controllers.
Nice.
Because I hear they're super resilient, but they're like $200, and I just don't know if I can justify it. But the main thing people like
$200.
Oh yeah, dude, they're very
Holy
expensive.
shit. Do you know how much this attachment's going to be?
$30.
Like $20-$30, right?
$30.
Yeah.
$30.
So let me show you real quick why people want a thing like this. Why it's exciting.
Please tell me.
While we,
I'm going to get my DualShock 4 to demonstrate.
While we wait for Dave, I do want to say that John Riggs had the best tweet about this ever. He said, "Finally, a button for my penis."
Yeah, right.
Hey, now you got a dick button. You actually got 2 dick
awesome.
buttons. Okay, so on the DualShock 4, as you might know, if you're playing a first-person shooter, you're running around with the left stick and the right stick and moving all the time, but then you also got to hit these face buttons with the same thumbs that you're using. So for triggers, you got your little fingers here, but this kind of limits your ability to do other shit with these thumbs. What this does and why the Scuff is so cool, it gives you these bumpers that you can program on the back, so with your other fingers that aren't being used, you can do something without taking your finger off the DualShock. So that's actually, if you're like competitive at all about shooters or like just want to play a game more comfortably without having to fuck around, move your thumbs all the time. It seems like a really cool idea. So for $30, I'm definitely buying this thing. And I assume it just plugs into this little thing on the bottom here.
Yeah, it does.
It does, because there's an audio jack. Gonna probably take up the audio, but well, you guys can all expect an accessory back button review from Mr. Dave Station VR. I'm sure he will do an unboxing and 3 giveaways.
I wish it was coming out before Christmas so I could ask for it for Christmas, but I think it's January. It's sometime in January or something, right?
Deej1984 in the chat said, "Just give us thumbstick attachments for the moves." Like, I mean, like they're saying, "Look at what we can do."
Yeah,
it's
true.
But I'm sure some people were asking for this, but I think everybody's been asking for those thumbsticks attachments. So a little strange, but whatever.
They're trying to steal the Scruff Gaming thunder, is what's happening. Become this popular accessory. So now they have their own version of it to say, "Hey, quit using this third-party stuff. We'll give you one." I can't really argue with $30. $30 is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, really, that kind of gets you in line with. I mean, it makes it a $90 controller, I guess.
The only problem is if it drains the battery faster, a lot faster.
Yeah, I doubt it would. It's really just sitting there passively waiting for input, like any other button on your controller.
So you think that OLED screen is like just not on unless you're programming?
I don't see why it would need to be, because it's on the back side of your controller. So why would I look at it while I'm playing? Like,
your penis needs something to stare at.
The one-eyed snake.
Is something wrong with my audio, or is my audio fine?
I mean, it cuts out, but it always does.
Yeah, I can't help that right now. Oh well. Well, Dave. That's the last story.
All right. Well, I still got 3 minutes, but that's okay.
What are your final thoughts, Dave? What do you give us? What
do I want to talk about?
Yeah, give us. You got 3 minutes.
I'm looking at the list. I'm staring at the list. What's your news about Gran Turismo? Tell me that real quick.
Gran Turismo did actually get a new update with new called Laguna Seca. And if anybody remembers, this was actually a really popular level on Gran Turismo. It wasn't 5. I think it was 3. And this was a really cool level.
A-Spec was my favorite.
A-Spec. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, Gran Turismo 3, which kicked ass. And yeah, this is a level from there. So they also added some new cars. One of them being Ford GT Sport, which is actually pretty sweet. And yeah, I got to test drive this track, and it was a lot of fun. It's a nice little track. Just Gran Turismo still adding stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of bonkers to me, and they're so like nonchalant about it. It's just like, yeah, we just threw in some extra stuff. We'll never stop. Just keep, whatever. Just enjoy. It's not like a huge event like when No Man's Sky gets a patch. Everyone's like freaking out, like, oh my god, there's more Gran Turismo shit. But it's been so consistent, and they really didn't say they were going to do that, or like nobody was expecting, I think, all that post-launch support. So, anyways, okay, it's 6:59. I'm going to bounce.
All right, I'm going to switch over.
Guys.
I'm going to switch over to our introduction. Dave, thank you very much. We will see you for Viewer Takeover next week. Enjoy the rest of your week, man. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, man. And I'll pop into chat for a little bit because I can't wait to see this special guest, guys. You're going to be excited, or you're going to leave immediately.
I'm going to leave immediately in disgust.
Yeah, it's just going to be the guest host by himself for the rest of the show.
Genetic blasphemy. Gran Turismo is just partial VR, but they do have all the tracks now, and they have a shit ton of cars. So, and Old Gamer, yes, Half-Life will likely at some point.
We're thinking PlayStation 5, like probably not launch, but I would assume soon after.
It is time to bring in our special guest.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring up the startup intro movie with the cat, and hopefully that'll give us enough time to start a new chat room and make this thing happen. So let's fade over to that.
Kev Gret says Polish Paul are pumpkins. Robbie B says Polish Paul.
AJ, you better be making that new chat room while you're talking, because I have no control over this.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let's see here. Let me add them. I've got work to do, guys. Keep them entertained, Brian. Talk to the chat.
Dude, they're watching this fucking cute ass cat walk down close to the camera. This is all the entertainment they really need, man. Like, I could stare at cats all day. Don't fuck with cats. Man, that was such a good documentary.
Okay, he is online, and I have added him to the group.
Excellent. Well, we are making our way over then. And let me change the text.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. All right, let us know when you cut back.
It's happening. It's happening soon. Hold on a second. I got to make sure. Yeah, fix that hair, dude. Fix that hair. Make sure it looks good and pretty. There we go.
You're looking sexy. You're looking sexy, man.
Hold on. I got to make sure your name is correct.
I'm so bald.
Hey, I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. Okay, looks good. I think it's ready. It's time. You guys ready? I mean, they could already hear him, so they know who it is.
Everything is so delayed.
There he is. Polish Paul, your VR dude. What is happening, my friend? Wait, what?
Oh, he's. Can you hear us from the Discord, Paul?
Yeah, you're watching us from the Discord.
Yeah, don't watch from the YouTube. Watch from the Discord.
Everything is delayed like 15 seconds.
Yeah. What? Get rid of the YouTube window and only and hang out with us on Discord.
he'll see
good. How was you?
He'll see it.
I'm just here. What you want?
This will work itself out eventually. I know it will.
Yes,
but this is about as Polish Paul as you can get.
Yeah, he's getting it. He's getting it.
Okay. Right.
We're getting there.
Right. I'm on Discord now.
You're on Discord.
All right.
I can't hear nothing now.
All right, hold on, guys. We will get this sorted out.
I totally cannot hear you.
You can't hear us now?
Hold on.
This is classic. Polish Paul and I actually talked on Discord yesterday.
I can see me.
That
I can talk.
we did this yesterday to make sure that everything was going to go smoothly, and everything went really smoothly yesterday. I'm not sure what
I can't hear what Bryan's saying. Nothing.
You can't hear. Oh, Jesus.
Let's see if we can see here.
Oh, wait.
The problem with telling him is that it's like a 30-second delay.
Yes.
So are you typing to him?
Right.
I'm typing to him in the thing.
Perfect.
To go to it.
Perfect.
He'll get it in a second.
Everybody be patient. I love
Yes,
it.
thank you guys.
This is classic though. I love it.
Brian, I wish you had that.
I can't hear anything. Nothing. I can see you laughing. I can see you moving your lips.
Let's see. Hold on.
I'm gonna talk to the chat while you figure this out. Let's see. Let's read the chat here. Robbie B says, "Goddamn Paul, yay!" Old Gamer says, "Welcome." How Polish is he? Says Matt Marjanovic. I don't want to get.
Can't
into
hear
that.
you.
Kev Gray says, "This is going great." I agree.
Hold on. We got this.
I can see you moving your lips. Right. I can hear through YouTube, but it's all delayed.
Oh no, this is not going well.
Yeah. Hold on. Bear with us. Let's see.
Goddamn Paul, yeah.
Oh wow, I'm hearing me from the past. That's
Yes.
crazy. Or Seek says there. Oh no, I just missed
Voice
it.
and video.
Go to settings. Go to settings. Voice and video.
Input the output device. Right.
Or Seek says, so there's Brian Paul, Polish
Oh,
Paul,
he's-
and AJ
he's
Paul.
looking
Oh,
at
right,
it
done
now.
it, done
He's
it.
got it. Yes. Can you hear
Right,
us?
got it.
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear
Oh,
you now.
yes.
Finally. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Polish fucking Paul, your PSVR dude, is here with us today as our special guest. Sorry about the technical issues. Paul, how are you? Good, sir.
I look like bag of shit. I just got up. I finished work. I've been so tired. Been working
Yes.
12 hours, so went to bed and just managed to get up just to see you,
Man.
Bryan.
Well, that's pretty special, man. I'm feeling pretty special right now. It's good stuff.
For everybody who doesn't know, make sure you go over to Polish Paul, Polish Paul VR, your PSVR dude, and go check him out on the channel. He's a good friend of ours, and he's awesome.
Yeah,
he
can
has
we-
the
can we
freshest
dispel-
news in the village.
Can we dispel the myth right now that Polish Paul and I are like mortal enemies? There's like back in
No.
the day, everyone thought Frank and I were mortal enemies. Now everyone thinks we hate Paul. Like I'm like, I don't hate anybody. And
Frank is gone, so Frank is gone. So now they have to have some. There has to be some kind of
I killed
YouTuber.
him. I killed Frank. Don't tell anybody. Right? We hated each other so much that we actually brought knives to a gunfight and then stabbed the fuck out of each other. No, there's like we love all the other PSVR YouTubers, and but it's about time that we finally got Polish Paul over here onto the channel.
Yeah,
So what's
fucking bald man. Yeah, go on. I need
see
to get
lots of hair.
cut.
I see tons of hair.
You just need a better angle, man. That's all it is. It's just like
Yeah, it's
it's all good. It's all good. So listen, Paul. Since we have you here, man, I feel like you should start the discussion off with something that I don't think me and AJ have any knowledge about, and that's the Dinosaur Island VR game that you just played recently.
Oh man. Yeah. Right.
Please tell
So
us
I
about it.
bought it. So I was thinking just with moves, but was surprised that it had aim support. So got a bit excited. So I was thinking, fuck it, I just stream it. But then when the game started, if you are this giant person, so when you hold your aim in real life, the one in game is like 6 times bigger. It's huge. And the game itself, it's only pulling the trigger. There's no other buttons, nothing. You don't even reload. You have to wait half a second and then reload. So you just shoot those dinosaurs. They run at you. And once they touch you, they only look small. They touch you and they die. But you lose in 1 bar of health. But why they die, I don't know. So then you go through the game and after 40 minutes it's over.
I did see. I actually got. Up
I paid for that one.
Yeah,
I feel like I might pay
saw
for it, too.
I got the notification that you were streaming that. I'm like, Dinosaur Island. This sounds awesome. But yeah, as soon as you said it was on the European store only, I was like, ooh, like last time. Usually, I mean, at least it wasn't like too buggy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Because-
but it was bad. I think it's exactly same as it's on mobiles, which is cost like £2, $2.99 or something. So it's same
And how
game,
much was
just
this?
for
15
10
bucks?
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, $12.99. So yeah, about $15.
How does
for
it look in the
47
headset? How do the
minutes.
graphics look?
How's what?
How do the graphics look? Does it at least look
It's sharp, but you can tell they look sharp, but you can tell it's mobile game.
Yeah.
Like it's got those, like if you play mobile games, that's how it looks like in VR. Plus you absolutely massive and dinosaurs are tiny.
How does it compare to like Bravo Team for the scale? Is
Say it again.
How does it compare?
I'm losing all the audio here.
How does it compare to Bravo Team? Like, remember how Bravo Team you were huge? Is it like that?
Bravo team. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about 4 times bigger. Yeah, if you was thinking that Bravo team, everything is big. You're just huge. But then I don't know how they can change it, because then you see like car at one point, and this car is size of a house as well. So just nothing makes sense.
Is it?
Well,
Do you get different guns? Like, are there power ups? What's the deal?
Yeah. You collect some guns and that, and then some of them reload faster and stuff like that. You still don't reload them, but it's just terrible. Just nobody buy it.
Man, except now
I
I,
still
have
think it's
to buy
better
it.
than Ark Park, though.
What, really?
Better than Ark Park. I mean, yeah, it looked honestly as simple as it did look better than Ark Park because
Oh, it's
everything's
cheaper.
better than Ark Park.
It's cheaper than Arc.
At least it wasn't like Darkness Roller Coaster, like another situation.
Oh
where
man,
the game is just oof, that was rough. I played that one too, and yeah, that was the most broken game I've ever played in my life.
Terrible.
Nice.
They doing DLC for it, innit? Darkness Roller Coaster.
Oh yes, did you play it? Did you play season
No.
2? Oh, I
Is
did.
it
It's
out?
even worse. It's even worse. Yeah, they just added more shit to the game and made it even worse. Like they didn't even fix the issues.
They were like updating Darkness Roller Coaster like every single day for about a month after it came
They
out.
did, yeah.
And there was this long break, and then I just saw last night. I think it was like another update. Like, you're kidding me? What is? How? Why don't you guys give up on this thing yet? But hey, at least they're not giving up. I do have to give them credit for.
Well,
sticking
yeah,
with
they're
it,
trying.
I guess.
Everybody is asking you about Gorn, Paul.
Golem.
Yes, everybody's because you get lots of comments about
Gorn or Golem?
Oh,
on your
God.
channel. Yeah, Gorn.
Yeah, I know release date now. They told me. Yeah.
Too.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna. Are you gonna share that with us?
But you're not going to share it, right? You don't have to tell them.
No, I'm not gonna tell them.
No, you don't tell them.
No, we all know
Only
the
Paul
release
knows.
date. No, we all know the release date. We just refuse to tell you. That's the deal.
They messaged me. They said, "Can you let them know release date?" And I've been like, "No."
I think that's the number one comment on every PSVR channel is when is Gorn coming? You can put out news report after news report after news report telling people, first quarter 2020, and people go, so when's Gorn coming? Literally just told you.
Yep.
That's why I'm not gonna say. Now I know I'm not gonna say no.
Wow. I'm safe to say we will all be playing that when it comes out. And having
I
lots
still
of-
think it's so overhyped. Gorn. It's a good game, but it's people think it's like second coming of Jesus. Gorn.
Maybe it will be. Who knows? What if it is?
Yeah, it's like a drunken bar fight with swords and just some better mechanics.
Oh man.
I mean, it's got to be better than Rage Room. I mean, that thing was fucking just pure shit.
Oh yeah, that was bad. I mean, I didn't play it, but I saw you playing it.
It's terrible. It was like $40 too. It was like the worst. Even for $10, it would have been horrible.
Yeah.
All right, so we had a pretty amazing week for PlayStation VR games. What else have you been playing, Paul?
I've been playing Sacralith. I really like that one.
Yeah, let's talk about Sacralith.
Yeah, so this is my jam, this game. I think it was proper hard. I bet AJ finished it faster than me. I struggled at some points. But I really liked it, how the game is done. I like this on-rail section when they put you on this elephant and you just shooting them arrows all the time. Yeah, good game, and then just finished too fast.
Right. So the game, it is like a similar quiver and stuff. And this might turn some people off where it's not free roam, it's not full locomotion, but the game is designed around you clicking and picking different spots around the area. And Bryan, I said that I would describe this game as an escort mission. But there's a strategy. There's a strategy behind it. Everyone laughs when I say that.
Well, because escort missions have like the worst reputation of all time.
Right.
Because usually they're really poorly done. They're the most irritating part of any game you've ever played. And so to be like, oh, this entire game from start to finish is an escort mission, you're like, fuck, that makes me hate it a little bit more. And I really like this game, but just thinking of it as that, I'm like, ooh, man, I don't like the concept of this game at all.
Yeah, and then you say it's teleportation only and click turning.
Yeah.
And people be like, yeah.
Right, and really, all the action is happening away from you, and it really feels like you're watching someone else play a really cool game.
Yeah, nobody never attacks you.
Nobody.
Like,
you can't die.
Let's go for guys with swords. Fuck him.
Seriously. So you're just teleporting from like different vantage points, and you're protecting your guys, shooting health arrows at them to revive them, and so you feel like you're this kind of minuscule support character that, I mean, you're very important because these guys would die in a heartbeat without you, but it just feels like you're removed from the action. And in a VR game, that's not what I want. I want to be the guy swinging the swords like in the middle of the combat. And so it's a little strange for sure. But I mean, I think the best part about this is the different power-ups, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. But some of them are like not as much powerful as other ones. So if you get freezing arrows and explosive arrows and then healing arrows, and then you're good to go. Everything else, I don't know. Is AJ saying something?
No, I had to fix my mic real quick. Someone was telling it was cutting out, but yeah, I really did enjoy this as well. Like it's set up for a lot of things that are kind of dated. Yes, some of the design is a little dated, but man, it's a beautiful looking game. A little dark though. It's a little on the dark side, where it's like I can't see what the hell is going on. But I really love how you're not only attacking enemies, but then you're healing your guys. You get these special upgrades to where you heal your guys. You can slow down time, stuff like that. Use like they're called what are they called? Like status effect arrows, where you slow people down, you make like your guys stronger, stuff like that. So it works. It works a very unique way. It's a lot of good mechanics that go in. And like you said, I think one of my favorite parts is when I was on the bridge and all of a sudden this rock music starts playing. And it's like and like you just start fighting and it's like, whoa, like, okay, that was a little immersion breaking. But the game,
but opening are the same. Like this opening got me as well when they started singing.
Yeah, the opening, they start singing the story, and you've got a tambourine that's shaped like a boner. I think that was awesome. Yeah, they have a really good sense of humor. I thought that was pretty cool.
I love how the arrows, the special arrows, recharge so quickly. You know, like because most games that you have these kind of cooldown things on, you got to wait minutes between them. But this, it felt like every 20 seconds, you're like, oh, special arrow time, grab it, and you know when you can grab an arrow to revive somebody that you killed and use him as a zombie to fight on your team, and then use health arrows on that guy to keep him alive and keep somebody fighting with you this entire time. Like this is an example of how deep this power-up mechanic can get. And so the downfall for me was when the game was over a mere 2 hours after it started, I wanted to do a new game plus, have all those things already open and keep exploring my options as far as the different arrows go. And there just isn't that ability. So I think that's where the game kind of lost me. I was like, it could have had so much more replay value, but it just doesn't.
Yeah.
I did like I said, though, I did like, don't strategy, just upgrade your power and just heal your guys, or if you forget to do that, like it can make this game almost impossible. But if you do the right strategy, combine slowing down with all this stuff, like it makes it really easy. So it kind of rewards you. There's a nice reward for picking a combination of upgrades that actually work together. And I got to say too, on that elephant part, I did something so stupid. It took me, that part was really hard.
What you've done?
That section was really hard, right? Where they start, those enemies are a lot stronger. So I finally get to the end of that section and riding the elephant, I clear all the enemies and I shoot the last guy. And as the screen is fading to black, I'm like, yeah. And I didn't realize I had an arrow cocked and ready, and I let go of it, and I shot my elephant and killed it.
No, that was so stupid.
Yeah, so it actually made me restart. It actually made me restart the entire level over again.
But life of an elephant.
It's rough out there for now.
And so here's the thing. I mean, I guess this is a little bit spoilery for a 2-hour game, but yeah. So one of the final levels has you riding this elephant, and for the first time ever, it's not teleportation. You're literally on this elephant, and you're going down a set track.
I think it's awesome that
it is awesome. It's like a rail shooter, right? Like it changes from whatever the hell you were doing before from the escort mission into just literally protecting yourself. And you really got to be good and like kill guys with one shot, because the second you take one down, there's another.
Yeah, they everywhere in it. Yeah,
right. For the first time, you're actually protecting yourself, right? And I love that. But man, it's like, and this is the spoilery part, so everyone cover your ears for like 20 seconds. During the credits, you're riding on Dragonback.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Why wasn't there a level where you're fucking shooting enemies on Dragonback, going through like and the dragon would be blowing fire and all sorts of cool stuff. I was like, give me a sequel, man, because now we need Sacralith 2 on Dragonback.
We do, yes.
Yeah, I would love a second one. But yeah, I hope the game does well. You know, I don't know.
I do as well. I hope people buy it.
Yeah,
because it's hard to sell now, but it's a good game, so let's hope.
Yeah, I think once people play
people will be
they'll
like, once it's on
understand.
sale, I get it.
Right. We were
When it's
talking
going on
about that.
sale.
Yeah, I think, but it's a good game to get on sale, though. I think that once it goes on sale, I think you have to pick it up because it does have great bow mechanics and everything.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how many people are going to play it more than once, because I think it was great experimenting with all the different arrow types and kind of like, you know, even making your decision. You kind of like hover over each one and go, do I want this one or do I want this one? But I didn't feel a strong desire to play through it multiple times and experiment with all of them. But if that's where all the replayability comes from, I think then you'd have to start looking at this as like a $15 game maximum. So when it goes on sale, definitely pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So earlier this week, we also got Blood and Truth, the final update, which they introduced a rhythm game.
Yeah.
What did you think of that one?
I only played what I played on stream, only like 20 minutes, so I did not have time to play more. But what I played, I loved it. Only for songs, though.
Yeah, that's kind of how a lot of these updates have worked with each challenge, because I noticed you've been streaming them every time they do the new challenge. Usually they picked a better day. Usually they do it on a Thursday right before the show, so I just get a little bit of footage and put it on. But yeah, did you get to try the DJ booth at all as well?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
You can do light shows and have fireworks as well. Pretty cool. And then you've got them little USB with tracks on them.
Right. I actually like that. I think that's something that's cool. You know, sometimes there's like a DJ experience or DJ simulator, and this is like a really small tacked on part of a game. But Blood and Truth, man, Sony London Studio has been really generous with these updates, you know, and now the whole challenge section feels complete, right?
Yeah.
Before it was kind of just the targets, and it's like, it's okay. And so it's nice to have like a full diverse challenge section. But the problem for me though, really, is like these are kind of like you play them once or twice and you're done.
No, yeah, I know. I played them once and streamed them, and I want to go back to them, but just no time anyway. So
yeah, did you think that the about the rhythm game, that it matched the timing pretty well with the shooting, or was it just chaos?
it was chaos for me, but I think I was playing first time plus trying to read comments. I was like, I'm just gonna shoot anywhere.
Yeah, I noticed like once you get the hang of it, stuff, it gets a little bit better. But
yeah, because you have to be fast. It's not easy.
I did set some nice scores on there. Danish Gaming, Get to the Choppa VR was like, go to the leaderboards, look at me. So I went. That's my and I went and. I went back a second time and I got a higher score. And then I was like, now when I did really well, I was like, now I'll look at the leaderboards. So if you want me to, that's how you can get me to be competitive, is to be like, look at me on the leaderboards. I'm like, okay, I got to beat them now. But yeah, so there are leaderboards, which are nice. I got number 1 in somewhere, I think.
Very nice.
I'm just glad this is the last DLC pack for Blood and Truth, man. Like, because the only thing I really wanted out of Blood and Truth was maybe a little bit of a side story mission, where it's like, okay, here's something that could kind of potentially could have happened in the main story campaign, and but here's like a little side story something. And I would have preferred one little side story DLC mission rather than all of the things they've given us. It's fine, but like AJ said, you play each one once for 15 minutes, and you're like, all right, I don't have a strong desire to like do to sit here for hours and hours and top the leaderboards. For me, I was like, okay, I played each of these for 15 minutes. It probably took them a month to do each one, and I just
probably
I didn't find it all that rewarding.
They said it takes all the motion capture and voice actor for the story DLC, so they said they're not gonna do it. Sargento getting DLC.
The chat is kind of divided. On the DLC, some of them don't really seem to care too much, and I noticed when I played it for the second time and I was scoring in the top of the leaderboards, that probably means not a lot of people are interested in this, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
because it's pretty good. But
It's free anyway, so I take it. They didn't have to do it.
right.
I'm just ready for, like, they're already obviously moving on to their next game, and I'm happy about that. I was like,
I
okay,
know. I saw articles today stating the obvious. Oh, hey, Sony London working on another game.
Yeah.
thank goodness. Right? They should have put Blood and Truth down months ago. They should have let us skip cutscenes and moved on. Real quick, Dave Station VR gives us a $2 donation and says, Paul, tell us about your tattoos.
My tattoos.
Yeah,
They here.
Yes.
you got a lot of tattoos.
I remember seeing you get one of your newest ones.
Oh, this one. That's my wedding. My wedding date when I got married.
Oh, nice.
See?
Did you get matching tattoos?
No, she don't have tattoos.
No tattoos.
He
Only
can
I
get all the
got tattoos.
tattoos, but he doesn't allow her to get any.
It's Polish men don't allow their female species to have tattoo.
It's a Polish culture thing.
really going to keep quiet over
She's
here.
English though.
Yes, she's
not allowed.
English.
Wow.
But
I'm joking, by the way.
didn't you get like a Zelda
I
one
did hear
though?
that.
What?
Didn't you have like a Zelda one? A Zelda tattoo?
No.
No.
Why would I?
I don't. If you like Zelda,
No.
do you have any
I
video
never-
game? Do you have any
I
video
never-
game
No.
inspired ones? No. Okay.
No. And I never played Zelda in my life. Any of them.
Oh, okay. It's all just Polish tribal, satanic. Probably a couple satanic ones.
Man, between the two of you, neither one of you are Zelda people. I'm losing my shit over here.
Yeah, I wasn't a big Zelda guy.
I
either.
feel surrounded.
No.
I was
I
Mega
think
Man.
I think I tried to play it on Nintendo 64 ages ago. And then I was
Same.
thinking like, no.
Yeah.
No.
All right. So what else came out this week, guys? I think let's get back on track. I feel like I'm hanging out with Jeremy King right now.
So we had another arcade racer game that came out. Well, we had Touring. This week we had Mini Motor Racing X.
And if I could say before we continue this news story, I mean, I've been working on this review for days, and every other day, Binary Mill puts out a patch, right? But put out an update, and I was like, fuck, I gotta go change my review. So I have to rewrite it, and then I have to change the voiceovers, and I have to go, edit the footage, and then and I was trying my hardest. Like, I was, editing like fucking crazy before the show, because I wanted to get the review out and have it done. I wanted it done
And they
days
put
ago.
another patch.
It's nonstop, but I'm feeling pretty
Same
confident
for me
about my
with
review
touring
now.
cards.
Oh yeah, right. Touring carts. Luckily, they've got they fixed pretty much everything, right? And the graphics
Yeah.
look a lot better now too.
Touring Carts upgraded the graphics. It looks a lot clearer now. No more alias drift issue with the wheels. So I went immediately back. It forced me to use the DualShock 4, so that was nice. But then going back to the wheel's so much better. So much more fun.
So we thought that Mini Moto Racing X, right? We were like, oh man, look at this polished fucking trailer from the Binary Mill. They've given us 2 solid games before. This is going to be great. I don't know. I kind of want to. I don't want to take the lead on this conversation, Paul. What did you think of Mini Motor Racing X?
I liked it for the first few hours, but it's just so grindy. playing through this career mode and then trying to upgrade your cars, and each car, the prices are ridiculous. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore.
See, I felt like it was one of the first races you do. You're like, oh, I'm struggling. I can't quite keep in first place. And then the second you upgrade one ability in your car, whether it be top
you're
speed,
just winning.
yeah, you just win. You win constantly, and then and you're getting just enough money to keep ahead of the pack. And so for the first entire, I think it was like 36 races, the entire beginner championship, like I never saw another car on the road unless I was lapping them. And that continued over and over and over until I got to the final championship. So even when I finally at that point, I had a maxed out car. And we're talking like 150 races later. Right, we're talking hours and hours and hours of racing. I finally had my little Fruit Ninja buggy maxed out, right? And I'm tearing around the track, but I'm struggling. It's finally challenging, and I was like, "This is why is the challenge so busted in this game? It's really strange."
Yeah,
It's a tough one, man, because I think they did a great job. I mean, the first thing you jump into the game and it looks stunning.
Yeah.
The graphics are
nice.
beautiful. You see the blue water. The water is absolutely beautiful. It's like this really bright blue and it's crystal clear. Like
I
the
always
ideal
appreciate
place.
nice water.
Yeah, it's like the place you want to live, like a paradise. And then, the reflections on the street and in the mud, the graphically is amazing. But to me, I have to play this game with the Move controllers because with the
I could
DualShock
not
4,
stand it with moves.
oh,
Way more
really?
difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is more
it's-
difficult, but it's also more like I feel like a little bit more immersed, and I feel like I don't know. It really breaks the immersion playing with the DualShock 4 for me.
I felt more angry with moves.
Yeah, I don't know.
Couldn't get immersed.
I understand because it was a little frustrating. That's the problem.
I think
is
they fixed it all now. That's holding. I didn't know you just have to tap.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
press
you just
button,
tap
let
it.
go. And I'm
holding the
like,
move
okay.
buttons down, right?
You're not. Yeah, you're not the only one.
We did that too.
I thought first two, Brian. There's like a couple that said that you have to hold it down and stuff, but yeah, that frees up your hands a little. But really, for me, it's just the racing. I think is a little underwhelming, and I think that's where I started to feel the grind. Is like I love Binary Mill.
I know.
I
I
really
love them with all my heart.
Yeah, I do. My tiny little dead heart. But I really love the work they do. I loved Rush. I love Gun Club. So it hurts me to say talk any negative about the game, but I have to be honest. And yeah, it's the racing itself is just not the greatest. And when you have to replay all these levels over and over and over, that's where it kind of started to drive me a little crazy. I was so tired of playing the same. The VR grid says DualShock 4 for the win. Get out of here, grid.
Well, to win, you have to use a DualShock 4 because it's just way more difficult if you don't.
Right.
And I think the concept of this game is that you're controlling radio controlled cars, right? So it feels more like that when you're using the move controllers and they give you the steering wheel or the little radial thing. But I agree with JD Max in the chat who says who enjoyed the grind and my favorite part of this game was taking this car that could barely get first place the first time I raced it and just constantly staying ahead of the pack and constantly every single time I had enough money to upgrade it, but there wasn't the correct balance of difficulty and upgrading. I felt like I was always way too ahead of the curve.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. I know there's a lot of people that can probably. I'll tell you what I enjoyed. Because we've got people in the chat that's kind of divided. Some are saying they like it. Some are saying it's weak. And yeah, I kind of fall on the latter side. But I'll tell you what I do really like. I like Bumper Ball. I'm a huge Rocket
AKA
League fan.
Rocket League. Nice.
Yes, it's basically.
They need to add jumping button.
They basically said they couldn't add.
Oh,
that would be nice. I think though if they could do something though to be able to stick to the walls more, to drive on the walls a little bit more, because that is actually a lot of fun. I really like that mode a lot. I like setting it to 3 players, just like traditional Rocket League. And I've got Rocket League was actually the first platinum trophy I ever got. So, and I got that just by playing the hell out of it. I wasn't even trophy. I just liked that game that much. And that kind of started the whole platinum trophy thing for me. But yeah, bumper ball mode is my favorite part of this. But even that versus AI, it's a little stale after a while. I think if you play it with friends, I think it could have some more longevity to it. Play it for longer, but just against AI, it's fun. But I don't know. It's a fun game to stream. That's for sure.
Dude, it is one of the most beautiful things when you get down to street level. There's that little city map with the reflections in the water. I mean, I was shocked by how good it looked down at street level. But the game wants you to. I don't think that's really where they want you to play the game. They want you to play way high above and play it like a RC car racing game and with a static camera angle. It's not really fun. It's not really fun. And again, I don't think until you upgrade your car fully and until you get to that last championship, which takes hours to get to, I don't think that the intensity of the game is there. And it's not fair to say, hey, play this game for 3 hours, upgrade a car completely, and play through 150 races, and then it kind of starts to get good. I don't think it's fair to say that to people. But
I usually don't like to have to play a game for 20 hours and then just to enjoy that last 10 or 15 hours. I usually like, if anything, the opposite, where majority of the game is really fun. But yeah, like I said, some people are going to like it. But it's just, you got to be really cautious about this one. If if this one like doesn't seem interesting to you, then it might not deliver for you. But it's pretty fairly priced though, and I think what they really did well was they captured the feeling of actually controlling remote control cars.
Yeah.
I think that they did a really good job in. Robert McAllister, the Game Cat Meow, says, "How about tiny tracks?" Yeah, I like tiny tracks
for slot car racing. I mean, that's much different than this.
A little bit different though. This is like arcade RC car racing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, my review for this will be out later tonight. It's kind of everything we're saying. There's good, there's bad. It's just really tough to recommend because I think a lot of people are just going to get bored with it very quickly. I think if you stick with it for hours and hours and hours, you'll be like, oh, there is something redeeming here. But I doubt many people are going to do that.
Touring karts, however,
touring karts is the fucking shit.
Yeah.
I love touring
Yeah,
karts.
I do. I played Tom. Yeah, go on.
No, good.
No.
No, you go. Okay. No, so I did play more after the update. They did the graphics update. Yes.
Okay.
They did do the update that fixed the graphics. They made little tweaks here and there. This touring karts is a blast with multiplayer, and so yeah, once they fixed the wheel, I actually went back and I got gold in the rest of the races, and I was going for what I believed would maybe a secret helmet, but there's actually another difficulty after you beat them all on professional. There's an Achilles difficulty. So I've got whole new tracks and courses to go through now. And yeah, Mark Lanao says touring karts is so good. I agree.
Tons of fun. Yeah, I agree as well. Great game.
I'm still looking forward to Dash Dash World, which we do have an update on. There's a beta that's going to be starting really soon.
I'm gonna get on it.
Yeah, I mean, but there's nothing. I can't take away anything from karts and what it's done. It's by far Ivanovich Games' best game, and God, did we need a kart racer in VR so bad?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Especially because VR Karts was the only one we had for like almost 3 years, and it was trash. It was overpriced trash.
So bad.
Yeah.
All right. I want to get the Xenomorph helmet from touring karts. I want the Xenomorph from Aliens.
There's so much stuff I want to unlock in touring karts that's just going to be like I'm going to take a whole day and just grind the fuck out of it.
There's a Samus helmet.
So much stuff in mini motor racing to unlock something. It can take forever. In touring karts, every race they just give you shit all the time, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, first time I fired it up, I had like 5 trophies for just starting the game, I think.
I think that's right.
But yeah, let's see. How split do you guys think people will be between Sonic the Game Cat says, how split do you guys think people will be between Dash Dash and TK?
So, I mean, have either of you guys played Dash Dash yet on anything? On Quest or whatever?
No. It was on Quest first beta. Second beta is on Rift, which is in December. So I'm hoping the third beta will be on PSVR.
I think, hopefully. I think from what I've played of Dash Dash so far, I mean, these things are practically neck and neck, but Dash Dash gets the edge because of the more creative tracks. And so I think everybody enjoy touring karts because I think once Dash Dash comes out, we might all move over there.
No.
You know, as long as it releases without any huge issues.
Yeah, I'm still I mean, who was it? Genetic Blasphemy says, is touring karts aging well? Yeah, I just went back last night and finished the rest of the cups.
Touring kart aging well?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
came out last week.
Yeah, right.
So far, so good.
Such a long game.
It's still a baby right now.
No, but I understand the question though. It's like, sometimes we were talking about Battle Wake earlier in the show. Sometimes we get really hyped on something for the first day or two, and then 5 days later we're like, done.
Yeah,
so
I always said Battle Wake, it's not good.
You and Bryan take on that it just kind of fell flat a little bit after a little bit, but Kev Gret, just to let everybody know, Kev Gret is like insane on Dash Dash racing.
He's also insane. Period.
he's going crazy in the chat saying it has better tracks. Dash Dash does. So the beta, for anyone who hasn't signed up, join our Discord. In the news section, we've got the link to sign up for the Dash Dash World Racing beta, which I think is actually going to be the 22nd. maybe this Sunday, I think. But you know, I mean, Kev Grant, look, in all fairness, you got sick from touring karts and had to stop playing in like 20 minutes. So
Hey,
give it a chance, man.
Stop bashing
Give it a
Kev Grant.
chance.
Kev Grant's great.
I will come after Kev Grant next.
Leave
That's
Kev
gonna
Grant alone.
Kev Grant's going to be my next rant on the Gamescast.
Wow.
because I meant to answer Genetic Blasphemy's question. I have 20 hours in touring karts, and I love that game. I still want to play it more, especially with the wheel. So absolutely love it. But yes, hurry and finish touring karts because, you know, I think the more kart racers, the better. I just want them. I still want another kart racer, so I'm happy to play both.
Moving on.
But Dash does look superior.
Dash is
and
fucking awesome.
it looks like it could be. So did anybody happen to play Art Pulse? Did you play it, Brian?
I did.
Did you? No, I didn't.
You didn't play it.
I've got the code.
So
I was like,
I was just about to buy it.
No, send it back.
I was just about to buy it, and then I checked my email, and they had sent me a key, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll check it out. I mean, I was gonna buy it. It was like $12, $13 or something, right? And holy shit, like no title screen, right? They just drop you into this grid, and you're like, okay. And then they're like, and then they start throwing instructions at you, and it's the most convoluted control scheme. They're like, hold this move button to select an object and do this, and it's like, oh, what are you doing? And it's so, I mean, they just automatically start assigning music to the things that you're drawing, and so the things you're creating start pulsating to the beat of the music, and it just doesn't feel like you have any real control over the stuff you're making. You can make different shapes that they've already kind of pre-made for you, and you can change the color of them and change the size of them. But everything you make, there's a reason this trailer looks like such fucking trash, because you can't make anything that looks good in this. This isn't Cool Painter. This isn't Sculptor.
I was gonna ask.
No, those games have, I mean, infinite ability for creation, and this is like, man, just put on your VR headset, draw some lines, and watch them pulsate to the beat of the music. And there's like, I don't know, maybe 8 music tracks, I think, that you can select. And it's just...
It just looked bad, yeah. I just saw screenshots. They didn't even do trailer before they released, so I was thinking, yeah, that will be a reason why.
Yeah,
and even screenshots looks bad.
Even the trailer looks bad. It's bad.
It all looks pretty bad.
Right?
I don't think I'm gonna play it.
I mean, I played it for about 15 minutes, and that was probably about 10 minutes too much. Just like, I don't want to be here anymore. Cool Painter was like, let me experiment and, like, you know, experiment with the pressure of the trigger and make different, you know, widths of my brush and experiment with all the different abilities they give me. This, I'm like, I think I've tried everything, and I've only been playing it for 15 minutes, and I'm very unhappy about everything I've just done. So,
yeah, I think Robbie B was going on.
Yeah.
It was like the worst thing ever. But
Robbie B sent me a warning before I even downloaded it. He was like, don't do it, man. Don't do it.
So, Curious Tale of Stolen Pets
I've heard of that
also had an update. I think you guys both kind of like this game a good bit. But have you guys had a chance to check out the presence update?
Didn't.
I have.
I did too.
Oh, good.
For a little bit.
Did you find any of the hidden presents, AJ?
I did find some hidden presents.
I didn't find any of them. What the fuck?
I didn't find all of them because about halfway through I went back and I made an oopsie where next to my game save that has my progress and everything, for some reason I had the genius idea of putting my hand on the big X because I was thinking a cross button on the DualShock 4, and I held it there, and I'm like, why is it not working? And it's like,
slowly deleting your game.
I deleted, yes.
Brilliant.
And it
First you
just
killed the elephant, and then you deleted yourself.
Man, I have not had a good week of making good decisions. I've just been all bad decisions this week.
So you need to tell me.
New Year's resolution.
You need to tell me.
I will tell you where the first one is.
So AJ, I was on the phone with AJ, and I just put him on speakerphone. And I was like, while I'm talking to AJ, I'm going to dive into Curious Tale and find the first couple presents. I was like, how hard this could be. I've played this game twice from start to finish already. How hard could this possibly be? And I searched the first and second world inside out, couldn't find a goddamn present.
Well, you didn't check behind the treasure chest with the bunny in it.
Yes, I did. multiple times.
Well, you have to mess with some stuff first. I think you have to mess with I think I messed with like some bushes or something.
It had nothing to do with the buttons that had treasure chests on them, right? Like that was for the original game, I think.
Right. But yeah, mess with the bushes a little bit next to the dog, and then go look behind the treasure chest.
I thought this was going to be a fun little addition where I jump in and I'm like, oh look, they added a stocking to the main menu and there's snow outside now, and then there's a note saying, oh hey, go find these presents. I was like, cool, you know, and I was like, I'm loving this so far, and then I jumped into the first level and I was like, oh, like I'm staring blankly for an hour, just like I don't know where any of these fucking presents are.
I might have to go back and just restart from the beginning since I know how to do the puzzles. It shouldn't take too long. But Paul, what did you think of the game overall?
I liked it. Yeah, I think it was alright.
Yeah, me too.
Looked nice, played alright. They've done good job. It's only short, only 1 hour, so one of them games was finished too fast, but it was alright.
Brian gets mad every time I say the game only took like it was.
But how long did it take you? You kept cutting out.
It took me like an hour and a half, I think.
All right, yeah. I mean, it took me 2 hours to find every single coin and every single pet.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I'm slow, I'm sure. But you know, I thought it was fun for what it was.
Who cares? We got it for free anyway.
We got it for free, right? But like I mean, a better price probably would have been like $10 instead of 15.
Oh yeah.
But
you know, I love fast travel games. I love what they're trying to do. Very, very much a small, short, like kind of game. You know, I want to see them do some more like bigger stuff.
I think they will, because they said it's like a side project for them what's become this game. Did you saw that video what they put when they did Tiny Apex Construct?
Oh yeah, I saw something.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Is that in the game? Is that something?
No, they just done it like for the fun.
Oh, okay. They had some extra time to kill, huh? No, yeah. I know they're working on
instead of making a big game.
Yeah, well, budget cuts. They are working on, and then Budget Cuts 2 will come out later. And they hinted at me. They couldn't tell me anything official, but they did hint to me that they are already working on their PS5 product. Basically, they didn't say what it was or anything.
What was the hint?
All they just said is that they have begun working on their next generation project, and they basically said that they want to be a premier virtual reality games developer when the PS5 launches. So
I would assume that most of the VR developers we're familiar with definitely have their
we
PS5
want to suck
projects
ass next year.
No,
we want to be the worst developers ever.
No, I'm assuming that most of the PSVR developers we're familiar with are already working on a PS5 title, because anybody that I've been in touch with has said, "Yep, that's what we're working on." So,
right.
Alrighty.
So only a couple more items here. But so Box VR, everybody, I was streaming.
Man, I need to try this.
Everybody was telling me, AJ, Box VR has metal now. So I did actually go check it out. I think, when I first played that,
I was thinking you look slimmer today.
Oh, me? I thought about it, but it's only like a couple songs.
I would have done it, but I would just been out of breath the whole time.
Yes.
No one wants to watch a stream of me breathing heavily.
That's like my Creed stream. I like this game.
Oh yes. But yeah, I do like metal. That they added, but there's like a metal song or two. One was called like Poisonous Blade. One was called something else. And I mean, I think it's not really a game. I think it's a good like fitness app for VR. That takes a little bit of inspiration from Beat Saber, and of course adds more of like a much more physical boxing in VR.
This was physical. In development before Beat Saber.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So
facts.
Yeah, so Beat Saber just stole their idea and made lots of money.
Yeah, no, I mean this is good, man. For anyone who bought the game already, this is a good show of faith. It's like a huge fucking update. There's tons of new music. There's tons of new workouts. So I mean, this is awesome for anyone who is just.
It's like 40 songs. 40 songs.
It's insane.
Like that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting 40 songs in Beat Saber for a fee?
Right?
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
But now, but again, this is I don't think any song in correct me if I'm wrong, AJ. You said there's the metal song. That's not something that was like. That's not a real song, right? That's like an OST kind of thing.
No, there was some real metal songs.
Oh,
it had like a it had like a theme. was a pretty good song too. It wasn't
Okay.
bad. I can't remember the name of it.
That's cool because the original track listing, I believe, for Box VR was just like original music that all sounded similar to some other music that was already out there. So it's cool to see that they've had some licensed stuff then too.
Yeah. Kevgret says 2 hours of new music, 12 new workouts.
It's crazy.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, and then the final thing, I think, actually, is that it? Oh, the final thing is we had this RC plane game, which both of you know way more about this, and since my mic seems to be cutting out, please tell me all you guys know about this RC plane game.
Nice. Well, I know it's an RC plane game. It's coming to PSVR. I think he said that it's going to PlayStation. I don't know if I'm right, Bryan. Like next week or something for QA. He's sending it.
Yeah, it sounds like it's much further along in development than it looks. Right? But man, it's like
Is this Strange Game Studios?
This
that's
is.
making
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just seems I would like to know more about, and I haven't talked to Reggie about this, so I should probably get on the ball. But I would like to know more about what this actually is. Like, are there pilot wing style objectives? You know, are there obstacle courses? Are there rings to fly through? Like, because this right now, what we're showing,
Yeah, you just fly.
just fly. Like, here you go. Here's an RC plane. Have fun. So, like, is there a campaign mode? Are there mission objectives? Like, what's the deal? You know, how many different planes can you fly? Do they feel different? Like, there's a lot of questions. But knowing Reggie in Strange Games, they'll put out something that's pretty cool, and then they'll just keep fucking adding to it until the end of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as of right now, I know literally nothing about this other than it was in development like years ago.
Yeah.
Right?
I think there's a video on YouTube somewhere when it's running on Xbox 360.
Right.
So I'm sure he's been working on it for a while.
Right, yeah. The first time he ever told me about it, he was like, "Yeah, we had this like RC game on 360." He goes, "And we've been planning on porting that into PSVR." And I was like, "Oh, cool, that sounds great." But that was years ago.
So Strange Game Studios is actually joining us in the chat.
What up, Reggie?
Reggie? And he says, "Hey, thanks for the mention. Going into VR console shortly."
Now elaborate, Reggie. now answer every single question I just asked. Right? We'll rope him into the Discord.
Okay, here we go. Different game modes: free flight, balloon pop. That might be fun.
There we go.
Bomb drop. That's pretty cool. And race mode. So that actually sounds pretty fun. I like the different modes.
There we go. There's a game
Now
here,
we know
guys.
more.
Right?
Yes. Now we need a breaking news.
We do.
From both channels.
Yeah, we'll let Paul do it. I'm lazy.
All right. News. One news I got is yes.
Yes? What do you got?
Is Sariento VR getting DLC?
What?
And it's coming to PC and Quest.
I saw
a
that.
Christmas DLC. And I spoke to them. Is it coming to PSVR? They said, well, not just yet. I said, is it coming eventually? And they said it's so much harder to bring it to PSVR, but we're gonna try to bring it.
Oh, to try to bring it. Yeah, I saw they were getting 2 new maps on Quest and PC.
Yeah, but PC version already got levels from Quest.
Okay.
So there's much more levels, even though levels from Quest are quite shite.
Yeah, right. I really hope they bring it to PSVR because it's. I gotta say, as much as I loved Sirento, I fell off of that game completely. After a week, I was like,
it needs more. Yeah, I mean, Reggie is in chat. He always brings updates. It's hard for him. what's the problem?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The gameplay of that is really awesome, but there's just no meat to it. There's no,
I loved it, but yeah, I not been playing it for ages now.
After hours, yeah, it's not. It's just a little hard to come back, fight some stuff, and also Reggie did say it's mostly complete, so it's ready for the VR testers to tell me how nauseous it makes them. I'll spend months appeasing them. Yeah.
Who are those VR testers? Is it like people who always just puke all the time?
Yeah, they just walk around and throw up.
It's all of Dave's grandmother said. It's all of Dave's grandmother said. It keeps putting in Ocean's Descent.
Yeah. No, he doesn't want me as a tester because I'd be an awful tester. I mean, no, I'd be probably the best one because then I'd let everything through.
Yeah.
I'm
seriously.
like, does it keep its frame rate? Yeah, it's fine. Go, let it.
Does it keep most of its frame rate?
I tell
All right,
you
good.
what,
Let's work
some
on it.
some games on PC I played when they've been dropping frames, and not a problem.
Yeah, the frame rate issue.
It's like few frames every few minutes. It's not hurting at all.
Yeah, I mean, I was playing Doctor Who on PSVR, and that like, you couldn't really strafe sideways without it chopping, and I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's like you notice the frame rate drop, but unless you're super sensitive to motion sickness, it's not a big deal. And I think Sony's got to maybe get a little bit more lax for the rest of this generation.
They do anal about it. Yeah.
Apparently, if it drops a couple frames, they actually die right there on the spot.
Just a pile of dead grandmas.
They just keep that back. They sweep it under the rug. And
Wow.
They throw it into a furnace and then move on. When does Pistol Whip come to via PSVR? Is this a real deal? I'm not sure.
They said early next year, right? So
yeah,
they haven't given us a more specific date. They said Cloudhead, it's their first PSVR game. They never brought us over Heart of the Ember Stone.
Call of Starseed.
Yeah. They never brought us their adventure games over, so this is their first PSVR game, and they said they want to make it right. And obviously, they're dealing with all the stuff that everyone else deals with all like that Mixed Realms is dealing with, trying to get shit onto PSVR. And
what's so hard about it? I don't Why is it so hard to bring games to PSVR if they can bring it to Quest? So many games.
But I don't think Quest has the same certification process where you got people saying, nope, you can't do it this way. No, you can't do it this way. Start over. I think Sony's just too fucking strict.
Yeah. They need to do something about it.
Yeah.
They will, hopefully. I sure hope they do. I don't know. But, Reggie doesn't seem to have any problem releasing it. They just need to hire Reggie to do all this work. Okay, so there is actually one more final piece of news. No Man's Sky, of all things, actually had
music. Oh yeah, I didn't play that.
The music update, the Byte Beat thing, and I actually checked it out with my dude Nick Mulo earlier. It's okay. It's just a box that makes like not synthesizer. It makes like what sounds like 8-bit music.
Okay.
It makes like chiptune sounding stuff. The part I didn't try it without VR, so I don't know if this actually was like a bug or something. But the drums on it do not sound very good. The drums are very tinny and very light. But the melody part of it, the 8-bit synthesizer, whatever it is, sounds pretty neat. So,
are the drums supposed to sound like 8-bit drums?
It sounds close, but it didn't sound very good. Like it didn't have enough like power behind them. And but it does give you the ability. You do have to go to the Nexus and then buy the plans to do it. And then you have to go get the materials and build it. And then you have to plug it up to power. So
that's why I don't play No Man's Sky anymore. I just don't have time.
Well, in all honesty, it doesn't take that long to get it ready to go. But
why does every game want to be a rhythm game now?
I know.
Yeah,
What's going on?
I don't know. Rhythm games are just in right now.
I guess
probably because of the success of Beat Saber and Pistol Whipped and all these two Audica. Yeah.
On PC, they get in so many rhythmic games. Beat Puncher.
Yeah.
There are so many.
There is that Vero move, which I'm looking forward to. It has like the combination of swords, guns, and boxes.
Oh, yeah. That one does look good.
They put up new video today with
did they?
what's graphic gonna look like, environments, and it looks so good that it's not gonna be true. It's gonna be like Apollo 11 VR and Warzone. It just looks too good.
It won't be included. It won't be included in the real game. Just the trailer. But yeah, I think you could have some fun with this Byte Beat box thing. I think you could have some fun with it. But yeah, it's like Matt Marginovich says, No Man's Sky protest and pro update. I do, like I said, I'm giving it about a year window. And then if it doesn't come out by next summer, with the pro patch, then I'm going to say probably a PS5 function that it's going to get the graphical update, but we shall see.
I don't know. I'm hoping within the next few months. I don't know how they could be. I don't know how Hello Games could do it faster than Bethesda, but it just seems like something that would make a little more sense. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm just fucking pulling answers out of my ass.
All right, Brian.
What's up? Is that it? Was that it? Is that the show? Is the show over?
That is the show.
Oh wow. Okay. Well then let's say our goodbyes to everybody then. Guys, make sure you hit up Polish Paul, your VR dude, on YouTube and subscribe to him. Make sure you subscribe
because it's always better when it's more. Isn't that right, Paul?
He's got the freshest news in the village.
Cool.
Freshest game cat in the village right here.
Make sure you also subscribe to AJ over at PSVR Underground. And obviously, if you're here, I'm assuming you're already subscribed to Without Parole. But if not, hit that subscribe button. Unless you're already subscribed to us, then you'd unsubscribe. And that'd be really fucking weird. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Just stop doing that. Turn on all your notifications for all the channels so you don't miss a beat. Polish Paul, thank you so fucking much for being here today.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm going bed in a minute because I'm tired.
What time is
Really
it over
awesome
there?
of you to join us, man.
It's 1 a.m. now.
1 a.m.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, but I'm working at 7.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's kind of bad.
Back to bed you go.
I might play something. I tell you what I've been playing on Titans of Space. And this is a game when you're going through universe looking at stars.
Titans of Space, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
What is
I
that
love
on?
it. I love it. It's just like an educational game and it shows you size.
Like constellations?
Yeah.
I'm good on educational games.
Tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I play Twin Peaks. Forgot about that one.
Oh, yeah.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
He does down.
If you like
right?
Twin Peaks, then up. I think for everyone else down. Half hour took me.
Yeah.
Really?
He does have a video you can go check out, too. Go check out his first impressions on that. Yeah, it did not look good from what you showed me.
All
From
right.
what you showed.
Well, we're running about 2 hours at this point, so I think it's time to go. Thank you to all the cats hanging out. Make sure you hit us up on patreon.com/withoutprogames. Hit us up for $1 or more every single month if you like what you see. If you love us as much as we love you, then we appreciate your support. Also, make sure you, I don't know, viewer takeover stuff, hashtag GameCat stuff, I don't know, whatever stuff. Thank you all the cats for hanging out and watching the show with us. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, Paul. My name's Bryan, and we're out.
What's AJ's name? What's his name?
I don't know what's AJ's name.
It's
What's his
AJ.
real life name?
That is a story for another day. We're doing the outro. Do
outro.
You want to tell us a story for the outro?
Ooh, tell people's story, Paul.
Is there anything crazy?
Nothing.
No
Nothing
story?
All I
crazy
want
that
to know
happened?
is your name. I think we would have more of a connection on like a personal connection if we knew your name. Like
My
you know
name
when you
is-
got born, whatever got assigned to you. What is it?
My name is God Cannon. I come from the
AJ.
PSN PlayStation Network.
What's AJ stands for?
Stands for Ariane Jonathan.
Oh right. I don't know why I was thinking it's Alan.
Alan.
You know, like this dude from Hangover.
No, I'm not that crazy. But thank you so much. Hard to Get, Magic the Game Cat, Meow, Delirium Drew, PSVR, Gaggle the Game, Scat. He says that's it. Bye.
That's okay. That's
Okay, that's it. Bye. You're gonna sue him now, right? You got to sue him.
For everything he's got.
Ace Bill the Attack Cat, Meow, Stupid Donkey, Sucking Tiny Mouse Dicks, and or Seek the Game Cat, Secrets of, Just Incredible Peace, Weak Riders like Game Cat, Guys on Fist Bump to you, 97 Skynet, the T800 Game Cat, meow 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 meow. Great Tantrum JB, Secrets of. Lots of love for you today in the chat, Paul. Everyone was really happy to see you. It seems like,
Everyone loves Paul.
except for that
everyone.
one person, that one contrarian who's on here.
Right?
My biggest
yeah.
enemy.
There he is, Ryan from the VR Grid. He was not happy about it.
There we go.
No.
All right, you guys. That's it. That's the end of the show. Good night, everybody. We love you all.